That is the Rock and Rotax layout in South Africa. An absolute amazing track. Great passing opportunities on this track, but there's also really big opportunities for you to screw up your race completely, and hopefully not somebody else's as well. Guys, let's have a quick look at the track map before we talk about the drivers and the teams, what you can expect. Right, as we head over down into turn one, flat out through there into turn number 2. That's a possible braking and passing opportunity. Then into 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. That sequence there, very technical, going into a little bit of a passing opportunity there, and then going up into the section where we have the plane, another hairpin there. Passing opportunity through here, then corkscrew is one place where you definitely do not want to take a gamble and try and pass somebody through there. Quick view of the map. It is over 19 meters, I believe, worth of elevation, as you can see on your stream as it stands. 19.3 meters, I can see the max elevation from the highest to the lowest point. Crazy little bit of a track there, as you can see. Austin, what does that look like for you?
Track was like a roller coaster, I'm not gonna lie. Probably one for elevation myself. It's gonna be quite chaotic, I think. Really.
Not something you guys would be used to in the UK, right? Apart from
No,
Paul Fletcher International, everything else is fairly flat, right?
yeah, everything's flat here, but PFI is different. PFI has kind of 1 or 2 elevation changes. Elevation changes are kind of more persistent here. It's not just one bit where you go like, oh, well, now I have different elevation. You're up and down, up and down, up and down around here.
Yeah, it's very crazy. Guys, I just want to say welcome to everybody tuning in. We are live streaming to Facebook, to the Online Karting League Africa page, to the Against Odds Esports page, as well as Kart Virtual UK. So those are the 2 YouTube channels and the 1 Facebook. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This wouldn't be possible without you guys at home, viewers watching this live stream. We are so excited to show, hopefully, an absolute spectacle to you guys. Let's have a quick look at the teams, and then we can talk about the drivers in that team and what to expect throughout tonight. Quick one, teams. I'll quickly run through them. Against All Odds Racing, AM Racing Team, Angry Racing, Archie Herald Developments, CV Performance, Esports, FA Kart South Africa, Formula K, Factory Team, which is also the track we are racing at, FTW Motorsports, Kart Republic Africa, Saudi Kart, Toyota Gazoo Junior Academy, and then VDS Media. Austin, which team stands out for you?
For me, obviously, the team that has to stand out is Archie Heron Development. Archie has recently won the E-Plate and Car Virtual, won 2 back-to-back in TK. I'm sorry, I forgot what the class was called. So to me, being someone who's watched mostly Car Virtual, Archie Heron Development is the team for me to watch out for.
All right, fantastic. For me personally, if I have a look at those teams, if you just look at the names, probably CV Performance. We know guys like Leon Rullet, who's also the team principal of the esports team. Who else do we have there? Jonathan Lindelof, Griffin Heinviset, and then Benjamin Van. Yes, what a team. That is definitely a team for me to watch out for. And that's, I can't even say I'm biased because I'm South African and there's a bunch of South African teams. But CV Performance, according to me, is going to be the team to watch out for. Guys, have a look at them. Leon Rullet, part of SKM SimCard Modding. He also runs the WSS series, and he's also won a world championship in Kart Racing Pro in previous years. So definitely a team to watch out for. Then, guys, let's have a quick look. Who else can we just bring out as a potential driver to watch out for tonight? I'm just going through the team sheets here quickly. Lucas Sermon, John and Vaughan from Angry Racing. They are part of the Online Karting League Africa setup. Very quick drivers. Archie Heron, Kart Virtual UK driver, fantastic. I think he won the last championship, or that was literally last week.
He won the past 2 championships.
And then I believe Harry Bartle, he won a world championship a year or 2 ago as well in Kart Racing Pro. Then we can even look at Archie Developments, Kyle, Kristen Tukru. He's the top qualifier for this event. So yeah, we've got some big names all around. FA Kart. There's a couple guys from Australia racing in that team. Definitely guys to watch out for there. Harrison Mitchell, Seth Brown. I've seen them on track practice earlier. Seth Brown in the open practice today did one of the quickest laps I've seen around this track, 103.3. So that's definitely something that's quite scary. And also, big shout out to all the Australian drivers. They are waking up 4:30 in the morning to get ready for this race. Obviously, time zones, we can't accommodate everybody, but the Australian guys very committed. So big shout out to them. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do appreciate that. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, go ahead.
Just another note on Harry Bartle. He's currently I don't know if he's still representing, but he did represent the UK in the FIA Karting Academy Trophy, so that's in real life as well. So he is an absolutely insane racing driver, not just on the sim.
Yeah. And I believe most of these drivers, apart from one that I'm aware of, are all actual racers. One of the fastest qualifiers, I believe, second or third, Lucas Sturman is the only guy I'm well aware of that is actually just a sim racer. So fantastic stuff there. To see so many guys from the global presence in the karting or any racing format in real life get into the sim and come show up to a nice event like this. Okay, guys, let's quickly chat format for tonight. What happened the last couple of weeks? We had an open qualifier where over 150 drivers participated or at least entered, and then only 48 guys can make it into the heats for tonight. So the top 48 split by less than a second. Let that just sink in. 48 guys in the open qualifier split by less than a second. That is absolutely phenomenal pace by all these guys. And the highest amount of laps turned in the last 2 weeks worth of qualifying was by Noah Osterberg. He is part of the Kart Republic Africa team, I believe, and he posted over 500 laps in qualifying. So pure commitment to make sure he gets his slot. And you know what? It showed that, if you put in the laps and the time, you will get yourself into the qualifier. So yeah, qualifier done and dusted. Top 48 guys. There are 4 groups, 6 heats: A, B, C, D, A, C, B, D, and we continue until all of the guys have raced each other at least once. And then the top 18 from tonight will go through into the main event, directly into the main event for tomorrow. And then the Last Chance Qualifier starts before the main event tomorrow, and that will secure 6 more slots for a 24 grid kart grid, and we will then go into the virtual world final main event, and definitely we will crown the virtual world champion for OKL and Kart Virtual. Right, just having a quick look at the YouTube. That's either the real Jano Opmia, which I highly doubt, posting their Kyle's my hero, my star. So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. We've got, I believe, over 50 people in the stream at the moment. So
that's daunting. Thanks, guys.
No pressure there at all. I'm not worried, guys. I just want to say thank you so much for joining in. Let's see if we've got any of the team principals available. I'm just having a look there. Yeah, guys, just a quick mention to Finn Haupt, who is our production star for this event. So Finn is running us through everything. Thank you so much, Finn, for taking the time and putting in the effort to get something going for us. Finn, I just want to point out that I cannot see any. Are we still just on the live view, or are we on a track at the moment? Because I see the guys have started jumping into the server as it stands. And I also see Alphonse Kiwi is saying that he missed out to the event, so I don't know what's happening there. We've got one of the team principals available, York, the team principal from Saudi. If we want to just maybe pull him in for a quick interview before we go into the first heat. I pulled him in, don't worry. Hi, York. Welcome to the virtual world finals. York, guys, is the team principal of Saudi. York, how are you doing tonight? How's your team? Are you confident that they will potentially climb the ranks tonight and get themselves some good slots for the final tomorrow?
Hi. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, you guys have very good-looking karts. They've got nice-looking suits. I don't know if I've got everybody's helmets, but we've got some good guys in the groups there. I see there's one guy missing though, Alphonse Kiwi. If you guys will maybe just give me a second to have a quick look at what's happening there. Yeah, but any case, do you think your guys will be able to put on the laps? I think a lot of them are fairly quick. They've done a lot of practice, and they are, I think, all over the place when it comes to their nationalities. Hello, can you guys hear me? Did I fade out for a minute there? Say again? Yeah, we've got representatives from all over the world. So, having a quick look: South Africa, Hungary, Australia, Sweden, England, Netherlands. There's a lot of English drivers. Belgium. Just surfing through here: Estonia, Germany, Norway. There's a French driver as well, and one driver from New Zealand as well. So, guys, we're representing everywhere apart from North America and South America. But apart from that, it is a global event. All the guys that qualified are literally the best, and if not, they are close enough to get pulled in when a guy didn't make the setup. York, have you had a look at where your drivers qualified? How I believe you had a chat with them earlier. How are they feeling? Are they confident?
Yeah, I actually got two guys from Sweden. I'm not sure where the third guy is coming from. I didn't have a chance to chat with them, but yeah, I would say good mid pack to the end, but like you said, the qualifying times were like in a second. So, and we know what racing is. It's not who's first out of the first corner, who's first after the last lap. So it's gonna be exciting. I mean, obviously there's some favorite guys running up. But yeah, let's see. It's a long way up, and let's see what happens.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you for tuning in. York, we'll let you go. Go and enjoy the event, and yeah, shout for your drivers. Hopefully, they put on a good show for you.
Tomorrow is important, not today.
Well, they have to make it through into tomorrow. So,
Obviously.
yeah, good luck. Good luck to your team, and hopefully they represent you well.
Yeah, well done to you guys. I mean, you're putting up a really great show, and I mean, this is really extraordinary what you guys do, and pulling up this whole thing from laser scanning all the checks in South Africa and also Namibia already, and it's really, really, really excited what you guys doing now.
Thank you so much for the kind words, York. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that was York Golbeck from the Sodi team. Fantastic. We can see a guy spin off there. I don't know what's happening, but the stream is going, it's losing color. So I'm essentially watching a black and white stream in Discord. It does seem like the actual stream is still running fine.
It's Jake Blue is setting the pace at the moment in practice. I don't know though who's setting times. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, let me just quickly have a look at what's happening with my Discord. Yeah, it's literally I'm getting a black and white screen. That's so strange. I will have a look in just a second. No, not really. The color is just completely fading away. Let's see if I can close my Kart Racing Pro. Maybe it's just something on my side, guys. Sorry about that. A little bit of a technical difficulty. Can we just have confirmation within the YouTube, Facebook, and well, both YouTube channels and Facebook that the sound is coming through nicely? Just want to make sure everything's okay, guys. If you don't mind, just pinging us, letting us know if everything's okay.
Technical difficulties are probably to be expected with the amount with everything going on. It's just some wacky streams. This isn't it. Sorry. Yeah, the issues with the
Yeah, go ahead.
issues with the stream gonna happen. I think it's just one of the sides of trying to present this all, but it should all be okay. Luke Sturman goes fastest as well in practice at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately, the stream in Discord is just giving me no colors at all, which is a bit strange. So, guys, I'm just going to disconnect for 1 second and just restart my Discord completely.
Alright, I'll try and cover. I'm just kind of giving you what's going on at the moment. So we're just watching at the moment. So currently where is he? Archie Heron, the champion, the TKM champion. Archie Heron struggling. No, he's struggling a little bit out on track to get the pace. He should be okay, but he's just taking his time to set a lap in. Maybe. Let's see if he's coming around. I think near the end of the lap. I don't know. Right. Archie comes around, and no, he's not setting laps there on my screen. Look at Stone. Ah, okay. Just a few issues popping up here.
Yeah, so those guys will probably just have to actually, you might want to reconnect on the stream itself. I've seen this in the past. Just want to quickly do that.
Do you want me to as well? Or... Okay. Ah, scary. Thank you for showing up first, by the way. I'm struggling to even word this, so I'll try and stick along. But cheers for patience. Well, he's Sturman leading by about 1.8 tenths at the moment, so he's got... Look, Sturman has the pace, he just needs to be... A lot of drivers... I think the pace is so narrow at the moment. I haven't had a look at it. Just taking a second look at the results. Yeah, lap times very much within each other. Any driver could very easily take top spot with being able to find like hundredths of a second. So there is no concerns about the driver quality. At the moment, in this session specifically, Sterling has the pace. Sebastian Diaz as well running very high up at the moment in P3, him running in the Kart Republic, is that? Yeah. In the number 10 kart. A little bit off behind Sterling and Roulette. Oh, he's dropped down now behind Johnny Wilson as well. Johnny Wilson running in the 96 in the Gazoo Racing OTK kart. I think Archie Heron now up in P7, that's rhythmical. So, yeah, that's the word. Apparently. But Archie Heron pushing about 5 tenths up, so there's times have definitely increase some of the drivers they get used to the track rubbering in and having to wait for that to build up. So I don't know if they just kind of struggle with the setups, but we'll see how that turns throughout the day. Of course, this is the grid for the first heat as well.
Yeah, so for some reason my Discord is not playing along, guys. I'm literally not able to see
I'm just trying to solve
in color. Trying to quickly see if I can sort this out. There's color now.
There we go. Yeah, we got color now.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Thank you.
Heron takes to top spot.
Are you in Kart Racing Pro now? Finn, I just want to confirm that the stream that you're showing. For some reason, as soon as it starts playing, the color just disappears completely.
Are you guys also seeing people and other people? Like two carts stuck together.
Yeah. I'll just open Kart Racing Pro, guys, and I'll try and make sure I stay live.
Yeah, Archie Heron takes to top spot as it stands by about 900th of a second. Oh, there, Johnny Wilson goes to the top. Times are starting to decrease. Drivers are starting to find their times. It's like a Zoo Racing Man at the moment.
All right. Okay, guys. What I've done is I've now opened my Kart Racing Pro. I'm gonna try and see if I can make sure I follow the stream as well. So sorry about that. That is unfortunate that we're running into this technical issue here, but I'm fairly certain we'll get it right. Yes. We are going to start with qualifying.
When is qualifying starting? Out of curiosity.
Qualifying will start momentarily, guys. We just had a little bit of a technical problem there, but we should be good now. I'm hoping at least that everything is in place. We are currently following Jonathan Lindelof, just trying to put his a good lap on board. He is currently... Oh, we just lost our stream in Discord as well.
Thank you, Pat.
There we go. We are back. Jonathan Lindelof is currently on track, trying to put together a good practice session at least. Where is he at the moment? So he's currently placed in 11th, with Jono Wilson leading the way in practice session as it stands. So fantastic there by Jono Wilson from Kazoo Racing. Archie Herald just very, very close in second place. I will probably head over into qualifying momentarily.
Heron
Where
won at front row. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, Heron won at front row start. His starting ability off the... Like, he's sometimes just able to pull a gap straight away. So as long as he is on the front row, he will be happy. P2 is completely fine by him, I think.
And to be fair, I think P2 on this track is better. You'll be starting on the outside, but that's turn 2, your passing opportunity. You'll be on the inside. So, yeah, definitely a little bit of a positive note to be in second place. You won't have the inside line into turn 1, but turn 1 is flat out. So as long as you're on the outside, you stick it there, you'll have the inside line for turn number 2 and potentially get yourself up. I don't know if I want to be in first place in the first lap though, because there's a couple long straights, so you'll be towing somebody around.
Yeah, fair.
Quite a long while. So
Halfison Tucker takes to the lead of the grid, at the lead of the pack as well.
yeah.
So could P4 be a possibly one of the best, the ideal positions? As you can get that toe off the start, and you also have the inside still.
Yeah, that is true. It just depends on if the drivers in front of you actually can behave. That's always going to be a potential. There we go. Qualifying has now started, guys. First guy out, Lucas Antonsen as well. I think I saw CV Performance Group Kart go out in front.
I'm just going through now. I'm trying to figure out who's the...
Number 49 is the first one on track, according to what I can see. So Antonsen for FA Kart, number 49, he's going to get out there as soon as possible. You literally only have enough time to do 2 laps. Might be able to squeeze a third in. Antonsen just parks it on the side there. Maybe he's got an issue with his steering wheel. So first guy on track then, as I can see, is Ashai Nagura. Young lad from South Africa, races for RPM, I think. Oh, he's also parked it. So, oops. Guys are, for some reason, sending it back to pits, coming out. They're giving himself only 1 lap to go out. So number 25 is the first.
John is trying to push himself off the curve right now.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Look at that track map, guys. Very, very busy. Track map, that is.
Anyway, your luck's going to be cars flying past each other. As
So Crew will be the first one to cross the line to start his first flyer. So we're going to probably follow Tukru for a lap here. Goes into the second corner, your first real braking opportunity there. Into turn number 3. It's almost about flat out through here. Then this is a very fast but technical twisty section. You can screw up your lap completely and get give somebody the opportunity to run down the inside here into this corner. Passing opportunity well on the cards here. Look at it, Kyle just trying to gain every little bit of milliseconds on his lap. Tukru now going into the aeroplane section. Fantastic. This aeroplane is here on the real track, just so you guys know. It is literally there. It's not there by mistake. Out of the hairpin we go. Then we're going into the corkscrew, so it gives you a little bit of a Laguna Seca vibes here. Very, very technical part here. If you get it wild through that or onto that curb, you'll definitely make a mistake and
you end up being the aeroplane.
Yeah, 100%. All right, Carl, Kristen Tukru finishes first lap 104.3. Not the fastest lap, but it's a good banker lap. He will be able to squeeze 2 laps in. Lucas Sturman goes up. Yeah, Lucas Sturman moves up into first now.
Also, I think it's important just to mention the 2 of the CV cards at the moment, Joshua Lindelof and Leon Roller, almost look like they're backing each other up there, trying to get track positions. The teamwork isn't really on the cards for those 2.
Yeah, Lindelof and Rollet having a fight. Maybe they planned it to give Toe first lap and then move on to the second. I don't know what their positioning was in the first lap, but the boys are maybe potentially working together. Well, let's see. They are. Who's got the fastest lap? Lindelof right now. Rollet hasn't even started his first legit lap.
Rollet's on a lap still. I think Rollet was actually ahead the first time.
Okay, so maybe track limits came into play. Invalid lap moved him off. We are currently following.
Johnny Wilson goes fast as well.
Yeah, Johnny Wilson, Gazoo Racing, South African. He races for. So Gazoo Racing has 2 teams essentially. It's Gazoo Racing and Extreme. So you'll see Johnny Wilson is using the Extreme suit. So that's a team he races for real life, but they're all part of the same entity, essentially. So.
Archie Heron goes fastest.
We're going to see the lap. Everybody's going to be able to squeeze, or most of the guys will be able to squeeze 1 more lap in. A couple seconds left. Number 13 is the last guy. Will he cross in time? Wow, Ruben Mamalok literally crossed that line just in time with a second to spare. So there we go. Ruben is starting his final lap and trying to move himself up the field with the Against All Odds Racing Kart.
There's comes to a stop on the track. There he's gone to the pits.
And then Mika, I am going to try and pronounce his surname. Maybe tomorrow moves himself up into first place with a 103.663. Absolutely mega lap. We are currently just keeping an eye on the timing sheets. All of the guys will finish their final laps now. Who's moved himself up? Wilson stays in 3rd place.
There's heavy pressure as well on Leon Roller. He has to set a lap time. It has to be this lap. Is he going to get it? He hasn't set a time. Wait, has he?
Leon
yeah.
Leon Hug, Harrison Mitchell, and Noah Osterberg have not posted a legal lap at least, so they are starting at the back of the pack. That is Leon Hug, Harrison Mitchell, and Noah Osterberg. So unfortunately for them, they will have to do a lot in this 7-lap heat. On your timing sheet, you will see 8 laps, but that is because the standard procedure for all of us in at least Kart Virtual and Online Karting League is lights go out. That is the start of your formation lap, and then we go into a rolling start. So the boys are going to get into it right from the get-go. Just double check that. I see they did pop up pre-final.
Oh, Jonathan Lindelof took pole. I didn't realise. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we lost that right at the end.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I see the COC kind of accidentally moved us into the pre-final, not the final. So just a quick look at the timing sheets from my side. Lindelof moves up into first, or starts in first place, pole position, a 1:03.569. Absolutely mega lap there from Lindelof. And then Mika up, or bumped down to second place, 3.6. Then Heron in third, Jono Wilson in fourth, Kyle Kristen Tukru in fifth place, Lucas Sturman sixth. So these are, in my opinion, the guys to watch out for in any case. So their time shows that, as well as the qualifier results also show that. So these guys are really, really quick. One guy out of position, in my humble opinion, Leon Rullet, definitely not in the best starting position, in absolutely mid pack. Corkscrew is going to be madness for him to navigate that at the end of the first lap. So hopefully he is able to get through there and move himself up the field for CV Performance Esports. Right, so we are waiting for the guys to get onto track. I am going to try my absolute best to commentate on who we are following. The Discord stream, unfortunately, is not playing along for me. I'm trying my best here. The quality seems like it is fading and then comes back and fading and comes back. So I'll try and, on my screen, continue moving to where who we are following. Finn, I know the stream can't hear you, so if you move your camera, you could also just tell me in my ear who we are following. I'll make sure I'll move to that person as well. That's maybe a better idea. And I will try my absolute best to make sure we keep with the guys. Right, 15 seconds before the start of the formation lap. And right about now, 24 carts on grid. We only have... Am I right in saying we only have 20 carts in here? Who am I missing? Was it just my timing? Only 20 carts. So we've got 4 carts missing. One guy did not start. That is Noah Osterberg, unfortunately not starting. All right, that's lights out. And we are starting with the formation lap now. So one guy missing, not going in here. That's Noah Osterberg not starting the final, or his first heat, rather. Unfortunate for him.
Oh yeah, he's had a couple issues with connection, I think. No Osterberg. Looking at it, he's been disconnected and connecting for ages.
I see there's the reason why some of the guys are not racing. We've got 4 guys missing. It's because of missed driver's briefing. COC taking no nonsense there. If you're not in the driver's briefing in time, you will not be racing. So unfortunately, we lost 4 guys for the evening in, well, Group A and B at least. So that's very unfortunate. All right, Lindelof will now start slowing down. He's only supposed to slow the pack down at the end of the corkscrew. You don't want to be going too wide into the corkscrew, so there's more than enough time to slow down, get the boys bunched up, and start with... Oh, there's already a cart going sideways, being dragged along there, unfortunately. So somebody got punted off.
6 of Jude Stewart has got off. Unfortunate way to start the day, the start of first heat.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. All right, now we go. Lindelof is going to back them up. We're going to go ahead into tramlines 19 carts on the grid. Somebody being punted off in the background once again. With lights out of the way we go. Lindelof, Harold getting a hands up there by Lindelof. Restart called by COC. Once again, the guys did not behave in the tramlines.
That is
They
not
are
how it
completely
starts.
restarting the grid. I can confirm that the COC is probably screaming in their ears right now to
That's
get their
alright.
stuff together. Unfortunately, teething pains there for the start of the race. Not ideal.
Let's just be hopeful that's not a sign of how today's gonna go.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Hopefully, that's not what we're going to experience the whole day through. Let's have a quick look, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are well over 50 viewers, actually 60 viewers as it
Oh
stands.
my word.
So cool to see the people come in. You guys are making Austin panic absolutely so much. But you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you. Without you guys, it won't be possible. So these are, well, at least on the qualifying perspective, the top 48 drivers in the world because they qualified, at least from the communities that attended. So yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like Archie Heron was coming up. That's not a convenient start. No, Osterberg having even more issues today, I think.
Yeah, it seems like it not getting it his way. That's unfortunate for Noah. Disqualified a jump start.
So,
So that's unfortunate for him, but you know that's one of those things.
I know in some reason, like in these starts, it's so. Oh, sorry. So what?
Let's have a quick look what's happening on Discord. Yeah, the color's there, so it fades as soon as we start.
Watching it.
So, yeah, but it's okay. As I said, Finn, if you can just tell me in my ear whenever we move to a different driver, I will just make sure I move it on my screen as well and try and commentate on what's happening there.
Yeah, a good question there from Mika as well. We'll wait to see if Jacob replies. But yeah, no Osterberg just released the brake pedal, and I'm guessing with the elevation here, it's just that is all that needs to happen for you to get a jump start. It's so stressful trying to begin one of these races sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely, you know, and a lot of these guys might not necessarily be used to the starting procedures, so it could be something new for them. Kart Racing Pro is a very finicky simulator. You know, we are trying our best to make sure the online works nicely. We continue feeding back things to the developer, Barbosa, but not always possible to get updates out in time.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think Pavoso though are doing really good work to try and keep with the community at the moment.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of work going in it with Barbosa to get everything out.
Yeah, Jonathan Lindorf is also raising his hand now. Yeah, I think what they do is it's quite a small company that runs it, and they build so many good games. The community builds these mods. It's such a
Yeah, you know what's the best thing of it all is everything is built by a one-man show. So, you know, this.
and that's
There,
another
a cart gets punted off the track. I
yeah,
wonder if he's going to fall in the back of the grid.
25 Cal Chris on Tucker.
So the guys are a little bit misbehaving at the moment. Let's see, Lindelof is now going to start the tram lines, get in there. Two creatures falls in the back. Big nudge there by Heron, rather. Lindelof gets away cleanly. That's a, what, 5
Jacob
carts
said
side by side?
restart. Jacob said restart.
All right, missed that once again.
That is so unfortunate. Again, this is not the way you want to start the day, but it's what we've got to what we've got to put up with for now.
I see, yeah, that Jacob is asking to change it to a standing start.
Yeah, I think standing's better just because if we've had issues twice now, so just to be able to get this to run, we don't want to be running too far back, too far behind. But
Yeah. So just checking the COC comments here. It seems like he might push for standing start.
oh, my game's just crashed.
Same for me.
Yeah, his phone's crashed as well.
I think that means that the server crashed. No, the server didn't crash, but everybody else crashed. Interesting. All right.
This is a not heat one, right?
Starts to the event, guys, unfortunately, but
I think
we
we'll
can-
get racing as soon as possible. We've just got to get through these technical hiccups right now.
You know what happened? COC changed it to 7-lap standing start. That's what happened.
Okay.
That's why everybody crashed. Alright.
Oh, we're gonna get the game loaded now.
Apologies, guys. It seems like the guys can't behave themselves. But hopefully we can get racing very, very soon.
Such an unfortunate start, considering all of these people, most of these drivers are real life karting drivers, and have done hundreds of rolling starts.
And all of them have done hundreds of races in Kart Racing Pro as well. There's no,
It's
no
not-
excuse, really.
Yeah, it's just disappointing to see here. Of course, we've just got to put up with it on our behalf, and these drivers are putting a good show on the racetrack. So there isn't too much we can do.
All right, all the drivers are back in.
I think I'm almost loaded in. Oh yeah, I'm back.
I'm hoping there's no.
I think are we doing qualifying again?
I'm hoping not. So I think what the issue is, they can't reshuffle the grid because of them doing a standing start. So I'm assuming they're letting all the drivers go.
I've just asked Jacob.
Yeah, it's new quality. I pinged it already.
Ah, sorry, I missed that.
And already, no stress. It's in our production group.
Ah, okay. Okay. So going around for take 2 of qualifying, we're going to pretty much fully rerun this, aren't we now? I've got a new issue now. That's good.
All right, fantastic. Let's see. Maybe the game crash and stream and everything gets better quality. Seems like it's working a little bit better right now. Nope, there goes the color. I'm also, yeah, cool, fantastic. So we are currently following Joshua Abugembi. He is of African descent, living in the UK, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Very fast driver.
I spoke to him earlier this week. I think he said something about Ghana or, somewhere up here in Africa, on my home soil. So, yeah, it's fantastic to see the guys represent, their own countries as well. Or multiple different countries, rather. So, yeah, fantastic. Joshua putting in the time. And not the best of first qualifying laps or second go at qualifying laps, but Jake Fluid putting in the fastest first banker lap, as I'd like to call it. A lot of the guys were maybe a little bit confused, and now they kind of need to put in one lap. They only have time for one lap if they haven't started already. So let's have a quick look and check who's going to be able to get themselves up into pole position for the second time.
What? Why can I? That's new. I can't see timings. Is that just because I haven't set a lap yet? No lap's been set.
If you're in Kart Racing Pro, just press tab.
Yeah, no,
Up.
So I have qualifying 1 like that.
Right, we are currently following Sebastian Diaz, Kart Republic Africa, into the first corner. He goes to put on his second and final lap for qualifying half a second off the pace in 7th place as it stands, and the first laps aren't good. But guys, bear in mind the server just restarted. There's no rubber on this track at all. That is throwing a spanner in the works, unfortunately. So the boys, their laps won't be that quick. But this makes it interesting because what's going to happen now is the lap will evolve as they go into the final or the heat they will be racing. So let's have a quick look at Archie Heron now. Currently in 2nd place as it stands.
Definitely one of the quickest drivers in Car Virtual, and looks to be one of the quickest drivers here as well. So that's good to see. Good to see Archie pushing this hard.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Going through the corkscrew now. Archie Aaron is going to the final corner. Flat out through. You throw that kart in. Well, I think the guys might lift just a little bit to avoid track limits. No rubber on the track. Archie moves himself up into 1st place, 104.055. I would expect the guys that are all on their final laps now to maybe get better, as there's a little bit rubber lying on the track. Well, I mean, everybody only put like 3 laps on there, so won't be that quick. But Jonathan Lindelof goes into 1st place, 103.9. Moves himself up into 1st place once again. So more of the same for Lindelof. And Ruben Mamalok not getting a fast enough lap out to move himself up the grid, so he's in 18th place as it stands.
Oh, we got Adam off that at the end as well. So if we just hit the wall, his session was over or not.
All right, straight into the final we go. Let's have a quick look at the results of the qualifying. So Lindelof moving himself up into 1st place once again. Mika in 2nd place, Archie Herald 3rd. So that's the same starting grid, isn't it? Lucas Sturman moving himself up into 4th. Adam Nudge, just so you guys know, it is not Nagy, it is Nudge, from Hungary, a part of the AM racing team. In 5th place, Johnny Wilson moves down into 6th. Sebastian Diaz stays in 7th. Jake Fluid in 8th. Harrison Mitchell in 9th. And then Isaac McNeil in 10th place. That is your top 10. And once again, Leon Rullet not finding the best of qualifying pace in 11th place as it stands. So, yeah, here we go. A minute to go. What do you think is going to happen? This is a standing start. Kind of throws a big span in the works for the guys. Austin, what do you think?
I've literally just had to unjank my game.
Unfortunately.
So I haven't been able to see any of the qualifying times. So, the track's going to be evolving as quickly as evolving quicker and quicker. So drivers have to be very careful not to push, because they would have now gotten used to a very rubbered-in track as well. So this could be really interesting to see how the drivers are able to cope with having a very relatively slippy track with race conditions. So, yeah, could have fireworks on this opening lap.
Yeah, and the standing start makes it quite difficult. Well, hopefully the guys behave. I'm honestly hoping that they behave into the first lap, to settle down, get into it, and then we get racing from there.
These aren't the longest races at the moment, but still, they are not won on the first corner, so they just got to get their heads down and just manage that way through the opening lap.
7 lap. Here we go. Start sequence, guys. This is it. 7 laps. Start sequence. Waiting for the lights. Everybody's got their throttles down as it stands. Lights out and away we go. Pushing away. There's Micah moving himself up into 1st place. Better start than Lindelof, but Lindelof does have the outside or inside into the 2nd corner. Or into 1st. He already moves up position there. Archie Harold's going to send it down the inside of Micah. No, he's going to maybe hold back a little bit. Nope, he's going to move up into the 3rd corner. He's going to send it down the inside. Move himself up a place there.
Oh, hang on. Someone's gone off. I believe. Oh, lots of cars off. At the back.
Lots of carts off there in the background. That's fine. It seems like everybody's going still, so that's not too bad.
Tutor's lost his front bumper though. No, it's good.
Oh, that will give him a technical penalty. What's that? Disqualification. Bumper off. But we are following Archie Harold as it stands, moving into 2nd place now. Harold is going to just tuck in behind Lindelof. Will they just be able to kind of work together to break away from the chasing pack that is Gazoo Racing, Micah, and then that is Lucas Sturman in 4th place, going through the corkscrew for the first time. Everybody seems like they're kind of behaving. Harold running a little. Herald. What am I saying? Archie Heron running a little bit wide there on the exit of the corner, but costing him some time. That is.
Nagoro ran wide as well. It's just at the back. So a few little mistakes slipping in for the mid and lower pack drivers, but it's all relatively clean. I think there was more bodywork missing for a driver.
Yeah, so the track will be with absolutely zero rubber as it stands. So that makes things very interesting for the guys right now, because their setups were all designed around a very rubber track. So I wonder if anybody made some tweaks in their setups to maybe just accommodate for that, or are they just going to hold on to the last 3 laps and hope that the rubber comes down and they can start attacking and fighting each other. But as it stands, Lindelof leading the way. Heron in second place, just behind him, and then a bouncing cart there in the background. Micah. Oh, I'm just having a look here. Do we see time penalties on stream?
Yeah, time penalties for Archie Heron, Jake Fuller, Ruben Mamelok, Noah Osterberg, Jude Stewart, Lucas Antonsen, Cal Christian Tukru, Asha Nagura, Lucas, yeah. And oh, Mika's got one as well now. So,
yeah, so that means, so just so you guys know, if you didn't know, we have very strict, in OKL at least, very strict penalties on track limits. So if you run very wide, we see that as well. You're gaining an advantage because you're flat out around the corner running wide, using a little bit more of what the track is allowing you to do. So 1 second penalty by default. I don't know what the ruling will be by the COC, if that will be removed or not. But as it stands, these guys all have time penalties. Lindelof keeping it clean, 1.3 seconds ahead, even though it shows closer on stream. Lindelof he's got no penalties from what I can see.
Just looking back down the grid as well, Noah Osterberg in a nice little battle with, and oh no, just pushing. Is that Asha Nagura? Yeah, Asha Nagura is getting pushed so incredibly aggressively by Noah Osterberg for the moment. Osterberg just makes a little mistake there as well, slipping in. As I say it.
All right, we are currently following Adam Nudge crossing the line now. He's got right behind him Sebastian Diaz and then Isaac McNeil, if I'm correct there, number 41.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
No, number 41 is Harrison Mitchell. So time penalties moves Mitchell up into 5th place, even though he is basically in 7th place on the track. Or is that... Oh, he's P4 on track as it stands? All right, Lucas Sturman is P4 on track, but on the timing sheet he does show up as 2nd place as it stands. So Lindelof still leading the way. Sturman in 2nd on the timing sheets, even though he's 4th on track. So don't get too confused with what's happening on the timing sheets. That is because the guys all have time penalties that is handed out by the in-game mechanic. We did reduce it. It used to always be like 3 or 5 seconds. But here we go. Lindelof crossing the line, starting lap 5 of 7. Lindelof leading the way, start to finish as it stands, or start to lap 5. Will he be able to continue this pace all the way through to the last lap and then take the first Virtual World Final heat victory?
Lindelof just working it, managing the pace. He isn't coming under any major pressure. He's doing a really good job at the moment. Yeah,
fantastic. And he would also be seeing the time penalties pop up, so he would know that the 2 guys behind him, the 2 guys behind him has got time penalties. The only other person that doesn't have a time penalty is Lucas Sturman. And Lucas Sturman, as it stands, is in 2nd place. Well, in 4th on track. So Lindelof does have enough of a gap not to have to worry about the guys behind him, really.
Only thing is, if Lindelof makes a little mistake, as he does there, he's got...
Oh, that will put Micah all over the back of that CV Performance Esports cart. Now Micah's going to see if he can go around the outside, park the cart on the outside for the inside line into the 2nd corner. Nope. Lindelof is very defensive there.
That's almost
Lindelof got that.
Almost an invitation as well for Heron to just come in as well there.
Yeah, proper battling between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd on track. Gazoo Racing, 3 different carts though. It's got Gazoo Racing, Archie Herald Developments, and CV Performance. Down the inside goes Micah, sending Lindelof well off the track there. Lindelof will get a big time penalty and crashes his kart there for absolutely horrible there. It went from fantastic to sad days for Jonathan Lindelof and CV Performance Esports. Very, very unfortunate. I would expect Micah to probably get a penalty for that dive and punting Lindelof off the track there, but we'll leave
Yeah,
that to
I'll
the COC and stewards.
just watching on the replay now, just to get like have a look at an idea of it. Yeah, I think that was pretty much all on Mika, unfortunately. Just a audacious move.
Yeah, unfortunate there. That's when the ping comes into play there, the guys will get a little bit too over eager to pass, but they have to remember that they're running on a higher ping and they need to be very, very careful with their passing, especially the guys from Australia. They're running at almost 300 ping to the server, which is in Europe. So, yeah, Archie Heron currently leading on track, but because of his time penalty, Lucas Sturman for Angry Racing is technically leading the way on the timing sheet. So, as long as Lucas stays within that 1 second of Archie Heron, Lucas should be able to get the first race covered for himself and represent his esports team, Angry Racing. And I'm fairly certain that Tate Bishop, who is the owner of Angry Racing Esports, will be smiling from ear to ear as it stands. And then who do we have in? Yeah, Archie.
Has Archie found the time?
Has Archie got himself a second gap? Is that a big enough gap to move himself up into first place?
It's going to be tight. Oh,
nope.
Wasn't able to
420 is the gap. By pure coincidence, 420 is the gap between first and second. Lucas Sturman will take the first victory. Archie does celebrate. I don't know if he knows he's got penalties or if he's fairly confident that those penalties will be removed. And as we cross the line here with Ruben Mamalok, right behind him was...
yeah, still a couple issues with drivers getting into incidents there. And
unfortunately.
Unfortunate end as well, too.
A whole bunch of retired karts in the first heat. Jono Wilson, Leon Rullet, Carl, Kristen Tukru, Lucas Antonsson, Leon Hug. And then as the session finishes, the game crashes.
We're doing good here.
Luckily, the server will save the timing sheet, so we don't have to stress about that too much. I'm just going to quickly grab the final results for our race steward. Yeah, we will move on to Heat 2 now as it stands.
Join Spectator. I'm going to quickly run. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Sorry about that. I quickly just saved or sent the classification to our COC because the server crashed. Right, quickly gonna just have a move over into the second heat now. Just as all the guys will need to jump onto that server and get up and running. All right, Heat 2 already has all the drivers in it. We are just as the production team just jumping in to the second heat.
Minute. As per
But
usual,
let's have a quick look at who we can expect in this second heat. So, the drivers from Group C, Adrian Haak, Simon Berman, John Henry Vaughan, I believe, is excluded due to missing driver's briefing. Harry Bartle, Griffin, Hein Visset, Seth Brown might have missed driver's briefing as well, so I believe that's a no start for him. I can also see he's not on the timing sheet as it stands. Logan Stewart, Jake Richardson, Divya Naidu, Alphonse Kiwi is on the server, Kian Spies, and then Tom Storr. That is Group C. Then Group D, Aaron Wieder, Bellas Lantos, William Marshall, Isaac Phelps, Benjamin Van Hees, James Ricky, Zane, is that Queka? How do I pronounce his surname? You guys will know.
Zane Quacker, I think it is.
Yeah, okay. Alban Stiersen, Hintiso Mabunda, Robin Schunard, Eric Haystack, I think, won't be racing tonight. I don't think I see his name on the timing sheet. And then Gabriel Stilp. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Also not on the server as it stands. Right, so a lot of the guys didn't make it onto the server or haven't joined the server as of yet. So that's very, very unfortunate there. I wonder if we're going to get any drivers for a quick interview. No, so I think he's just chilling there. So I'll move them up to the voice communication out of the waiting room. And I'm just waiting on Jacob to confirm that Luca will be joining the first interview.
Yeah, we've just started qualifying as well.
Yeah, qualifying starting, so we're quickly going to do an interview here with... No, we're not going to do... just waiting on Lucas Sturman for... Can we maybe move him into the channel? I wonder if he's even at his desk. Or at his rig, rather. There we go. Okay, I'm pulling him in. All right, we are now joined in the commentary booth here by Lucas Sturman, who is, based off the timing sheets, the first driver to cross the line in the very first heat. Luca, tell us about your race. That seemed like it was very chaotic, couple starts, couple restarts, but it seems like you kept your nose clean, even though you didn't cross the line in first. Archie was ahead of you, but he had time penalties. Talk us through what went through your head during that first heat.
Yeah, thanks, Shan. Jeez, yeah, it was really tough. Quali didn't go as planned. I kind of got held up a little bit, but I still managed a P4. So for the start, luckily I wasn't avoided any crashes, anything. So the top three was really close. I was just staying behind them, and I noticed they had a bit of a time penalty. So I didn't want. It was not necessary to pass. So I just stayed behind them, and I think on the second lap, I think the leaders had a bit of a collision, and I just stayed behind Archie all the way, and yeah, I just kept my nose clean and banked good points. I'm happy, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one step closer to the final. That is tomorrow night. Yeah, congratulations. Wise Head, one of the only sim racers in the setup is Lucas Sturman. Luca, what is your plans for the next two heats that you have to do?
Yeah, just the same, try and get out as early as possible, bank good laps, stay out of traffic, and as well, just keep my nose clean and just bank as much points as possible for the final.
Yeah, and one final, or Austin, do you maybe have a question for Luca?
No, I have no questions, don't worry.
Okay, Luca, final question from my side. How is it driving against these international drivers? I know they are very quick, but how do you feel, the ping is high, so you need to, what's your, mindset driving around the international ping?
Yeah, I've noticed that the ping is quite high, and I checked the front two guys, they touched each other and they just completely just went off. So I think if I want to pass anything, I just got to be extra cautious in that. So I think a little touch, can spin out and lose places in that. So I think the main thing is just got to be careful and make the move stick properly.
Yeah, thank you, Luca, for joining us. So Luca's saying, keep it safe, keep it clean, and you'll bank as much points as possible for the final tomorrow. All right, thank you, Luca, for joining us. We'll move you back
Thanks,
into
Shane.
your channel. All right, guys, that was the words from Lucas Thurman. First heat, or heat 1, Group A versus B, winner there, maximum points banked. We are going to head back into the qualifying, although it was on our screen the whole time. We are currently following driver number 71, that is Griffin Heinviset, currently in third place now, but he's going to cross the line. Well, let's see if he can improve on his lap as he crosses the line now. Let's see, did he improve?
Don't
Nope.
look like it.
Nope, it didn't move himself a position. So moving now over to driver 62, Lantos, 9, or just a little bit less than 9/10 off the pace, so not the best lap as of yet. Beautiful looking Kart, though, that AM Racing team. Fantastic helmet, everything just fits, flows together nicely. So big shout out to Martin Varga for getting their paints up and running and making that team look fantastic. Harry Bartle now, fantastic driver. We know he's got pace, driving for AHD, Archie Heron Developments. I don't know why I keep saying Herald. That's because we used to have a driver called Herald in our team. So stuck in my, not in our team, in our league. So stuck in my head. So sorry about that, Archie. I really do apologize. But
I think it's
Bartle.
I
Yeah,
think
go
it's
ahead.
also worth saying, it's worth mentioning the unfortunate situation Adrian Harks had being disqualified before the race even started, for technical non-compliance.
Well, that probably means he joined with the incorrect livery or something like that. So unfortunate there.
And Alphonse. So Benjamin Van Hayes takes pole position here.
Yeah,
Really good
fantastic
lap.
lap there, 103.5. Let me just have a quick look. Are we still doing the... Ooh, we are going to try a rolling start, it seems like it. Unless there's 8 laps. Just have a quick look at what's happening here in the chat. Doesn't seem like there's anything happening here. So are we going to go straight into a... Well, we're going to try and do another rolling start. So maybe Jacob, the COC, has confidence in this group that they won't screw up as the first group. We can only hope. Just having a look at the YouTube channel. A lot of comments. We've got a nice amount of viewers. Welcome, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate you guys taking the time. And if you are from Australia, good morning to you. Get your coffee, get your popcorn. We are in for a treat. At least I'm hoping so.
That is such
We do.
such a tight row. Such a good looking front row, that, with Harry Bartle and Benjamin Van Hayes.
That's
Will
more
be-
the same. CV, Archie, Heron Developments, and then another angry racing kart here. This time around. Ooh, what's...
Oh no. Benjamin Van Hayes has jumped the start.
And punted straight back into the pit. So that's no leader available.
Such an unfortunate way to start this.
Yeah, 100%. Unfortunate there from Benjamin van Hees. That is very, very unfortunate from the Dutch driver getting booted back to the pits. Jump start. Maybe not keeping his foot on the brakes there. And now Harry Bartle has been promoted into pole position. And Bartle will have to continue, well, do the formation lap and then slow down the pack and let the boys do their thing. Right, final 5 seconds. We're going to go into the start procedure and wait for the start of the formation lap. I'm not sure if we are doing a formation lap or if we are going straight into the race with 1 extra lap.
Driver's sucking down straight away, so I'd assume that we're going
Well,
straight
that's lights
away.
on and away we go. The boys are immediately going. Harry Bartle getting a fantastic start there. William Marshall on the outside there is going to try and send it down. No, he gives
no.
Harry Bartle the biggest punt of his
Oh.
life. Bartel being sent,
oh.
that's going to be a restart, I'm fairly
That is
certain.
so unfortunate.
Marshall not taking ping into consideration, sending it down the inside of the first corner, or second corner rather. Will there be a restart?
Yep, Jake has said restart. Jake said
There's a restart.
Such an
That is
unfortunate play,
very
and that-
unfortunate there.
I was gonna go.
Does that mean Benjamin gets to get back into the start? Does that give him another opportunity to get into the race?
Looking back, it was a brilliant getaway from Harry Bartle, but it's just the power from that start. I don't know.
So,
He just comes so tight to it.
so as it stands, we've got a pretty interesting starting grid here. So what do we have?
Yep,
Netherlands. Harry Bartle, I believe, is England. Am I
Think so.
correct? Let's
Yeah.
have a quick look at my sheet here. I just want to double check that. Bartle. Yeah, from England. William Marshall, South Africa. Logan Stewart, I believe, is also a British driver. If only can, yeah, also from England. And then Isaac Phelps, another English driver. So there's quite a lot of you guys in the front pack here. One Dutch driver, one South African driver. So and then it's just surrounded by a bunch of British drivers. And then next up is Griffin Heinvieset from Belgium. So yeah, we've got a decent mix, I guess. All right, 30 seconds before we get going.
Should be sooner than that, surely, because all the
I
drivers.
see
are-
there's Martin Mankis in the Facebook saying he can't hear us. I'm not sure if you might just have your sound off. I see Tate Bishop commenting from on the Facebook page. I did not teach William to do that. So Tate Bishop, the owner of the Angry Racing Esports, said that is not what I taught my boyki to do. Definitely no need to punt other drivers off the track.
I think it's
William's got a lot of pace. He just needs to keep it clean. That's all, and then he'll be right up there. Here we go.
Oh, we're doing rolling start. I think, according to James Ricky.
Well, I guess we only need to work on what. I mean, there's lights out where we go. All the drivers ducking already, so I'm definitely thinking we're going to get going
Good start
with the
from
race here. Bartle go. Yeah, fantastic start by Bartle. Will Benjamin just keep it on the outside, send it down the inside? Yes, Bartle will move up.
Oh, we
William
got
Marshall
another
once
issue.
again.
Another
Not
issue.
well. Marshall
Um,
was the one that got it worse off there compared to the two guys in front. Bartle and
Zane
Fun, yes.
Further back.
I believe Bartle and Fanias managed to get away there, so good on them. We are currently following Fanias, who is in second place. CV Performance Esports. Behind him is his teammate Griffin Heinvieset. So will they just start working together? Will Griffin catch up to the back of Fanias and then start working together? Devian Naidu, Kart Republic Africa is in fourth place. So fantastic start by Devian. That is for sure.
A good battle as well if you're looking further back the group between Logan Stewart and the 48 William Marshall going on at the moment as well.
Yeah, William Marshall, unfortunately, taking himself out of early race contention, but he is on the charge now. William Marshall just having a quick look at what he's doing. Marshall is now on the back of Stewart. He was tucking and trying to send it down the inside, but not enough pace to make that move work for him. But he's all over the back of Stewart now. Logan Stewart, Formula K representative for this event versus Sonic. Oh no, Stewart spinning out there. Did he spin or did Marshall clip him?
Both Marshall and Stewart.
Oh, unsafe rejoin there by Stewart, unfortunately ruining the race there of Tiso Mabunda. So that's unfortunate there. We are now moving back to the front. Benjamin Van Hees, Harry Bartle close to each other. On the timing sheets, 4/10, but that was when we crossed the line. Van Hees is all over the back of Bartle now. Ooh, having a little bit of a moment through corkscrew, losing some time. So Van Hees just fell off again there. That gives Bartle a little bit of breathing room. Just a little bit less than 4/10 off the pace. So, I mean, he's still in the slip, though. He should still catch a slip on the long straight. So I don't think he'll be out of it just yet. So Bartel, Van Hees, AHD versus CV Performance Esports. Who's got the better setups? Is it Leon Rullet? Is it Archie Heron? It's now all to play for in this race. It's building up to be a cracker between these two. They should both be on low ping, so they shouldn't have an issue driving close together. So let's check. We see some pop-ups on the chat function here. A bunch of penalties, time penalties. Naidu, Robin, Tom Storr. Yeah, a couple guys retired. Phelps, Lantos, Heinviset, Naidu, and Storr got another time. So all of them, three of them's got 3 time penalties while present. So not great for them. But we're still seeing or having a look at what's happening up front. If we just look at the track map, it seems like half of the grid is gone already, and everybody's just kind of doing their own thing. There's 3 little battles. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and 6 are all close to each other. So 3 duos having a battle on track. Halfway through the race, who's going to be able to take top honors? Van Hees or Bartel for the second heat of the Virtual World Finals?
Griffin under intense pressure.
Defensive driving there from Bartel, right? Bartel goes wide. He loses the car. He's still got an inside line into the next corner, though. Bartel having a big moment.
Griffin and Kivy coming into a little bit of bother as well. Further back.
Yeah, as I said.
Oh, and keep an eye though on. Oh wow, nothing separate.
Bartel and Van Hees keeps rotating positions as it stands. It's now all about who can keep it consistently clean. That's going to be the guy that's going to take the top honors as it stands, because both of them had a little bit of a moment in the last couple corners. Each of them having a bit of a side pod side slide between the 2 drivers, each having a moment, swapping positions once again. Bartel, Van Hees starting lap 5 of 8. Does the battle between these guys open the door for Griffin to catch up? 2.5 seconds off the lead as it stands. Quite a big gap to make up with only 3 laps to go. And I believe he's got time penalties.
Oh, yeah,
as I say that, though, Benjamin Van Hees also has a time penalty. So Harry Bartel is in prime spot as it stands. Just no time penalty for him, and he should be good.
He needs to also just stay out of trouble. If Benjamin goes for a move, there isn't much of a problem yet. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe the 2 of them just gave each other a side pod nudge, pushing one off the track, and then he got a time penalty. So we'll leave that to the COC and the stewards to determine what's happening there. That is their domain. We are just here to talk about what's happening on track. And as it stands, it is a proper battle between Van Hees and Bartel. And then just a little bit further back is Griffin. Heinviset, although he's showing 4th on the timing sheet, so that's all his time penalties now coming into play. Alphonse Kiwi is in 3rd place on the timing sheets with less penalties than Griffin here. And then James Ricky, Devian Naidu further down, 5th and 6th. Aaron Weeder in 7th. Kian Spies in 8th. This is his first race, Kian Spies he has. This is his first official race, so very good position there for Spies. We are now following the battle between Kiwi, Ricky, and Naidu. So Sodi, FA, and Kart Republic now having a proper go at it. York Golwick will be looking at Alphonse Kiwi with a very, very keen eye to make sure that his driver is going to secure the maximum points that he can possibly in this race.
Ricky just trying to point his car here, just kind of waiting for a mistake, and the pressure that he's mounting is going to really drive something. There we go.
Oh, that's a little bit of a moment there by Kiwi. I don't think there was anything James Ricky could have done. He had the inside line, and it seemed like Kiwi had a little bit of a slide there, and it just slid into the side of Ricky there. So personally, I don't think, just based off what I could see, there will be any issues there. That promotes Ricky and Naidu up a position.
Yeah, I think that was just a beautifully forced error by just kind of like driving, pushing, and it just about worked out there for Ricky.
All right, we are moving back to the front now. Bartel versus Faniers. Nothing has changed in the last, well, since the start of the race. These two have been battling bumper to bumper all the way through, kind of just keeping it pretty much clean. But we are now starting the final lap. Faniers will definitely want to send it down the inside. He's going to go on the outside. It's not a long way around. It's not going to work. Cutback potential.
Switch.
Oh, he's not going to do the switch back there. Bartel's very, very wise to that move. Defensive there. Moves quite a lot on the straight there. Bartel's got Faniers behind him as it stands. But Faniers is all over him. He's going to go to the outside now. He's going to try and do another cutback. Ooh, a little bit of a nudge there from Bartel. Just letting Faniers know, I'm not going to let you go through.
Oh,
Another nudge there.
Nothing in there.
Is there a little bit naughty moving there from Bartel there? We'll let the stewards decide. We are just enjoying this racing on track between Bartel and Faniers. Absolutely epic driving from these two. Right, couple more corners to go. We're heading into Corkscrew now. Griffin is just behind him. So it's Archie Heron Developments, CV Performance Esports, and then another CV Performance Esports there. Griffin seems like he has. Oh, he's going to send it down the inside in the last corner. Definitely not the place. He's going to try and work down there. So there we go.
Harry Bartel takes it.
Harry Bartel, the second heat, first place. Fantastic driving there from Bartel. Then Benjamin van Heers. Griffin Heinvie said, with all his time penalties, moved himself up into... Oh, who are we just following there? Just have a quick look. Robin Chinat and Ntiso Mabunda there, last corner. Oh, Mabunda going a little bit sideways there. Nice, good. All good. Dash to the line. So, Kart Republic versus Sodi there. Good stuff by the boys. Keeping it fairly clean. William Marshall retired after that unfortunate start to the race. But, guys, what a race between Bartel and Faniers. Very, very respectful there. Fantastic to see these guys put out an absolute fantastic race there.
It's very good seeing two drivers just pretty much start to finish right next to each other, pushing each other the whole way.
Yeah.
Glad to see there was no contact in there as well.
Okay, let's see. Kart Racing Pro will most likely crash because of the server closing up.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. It's a bug that crept up like, I think, 3 patches ago, or maybe a little bit more. It's just always been there. It's quite annoying, right? But, you know, it's nothing we can do about it. Apart from my server automatically saving the final results. So I will make sure I send that on to the steward to make sure they have what they need.
Which
But guys,
three.
Austin, what a fantastic race. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's just, like I said, it's brilliant watching two drivers push each other for 7, 8 laps. And it's then watching as well the fights behind were just as close, just as tight. Just brilliant all the way through. I think my game's crashing again. Yep.
Crash for you again. I think it's too many people trying to join the server at a time, unfortunately.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
Oh shit.
We are joined by Harry Bartel. Thank you for screaming in our ears, Harry Bartel. Fantastic race from you. You had a proper battle there with Benjamin van Heers. Talk us through your race. Seems like the two of you had a little bit of a side pod rub a couple times, but fairly clean and really, really good racing.
Yeah, I had a good start. I had a good start around the outside. Both like half spun, but then the whole race was just like by myself out front, and then Ben caught up and we had a little cheeky hack at the end, but it was all clean and I came out on top and won.
Yeah, fantastic. Although Benjamin did have a little bit of a time penalty, I'm not sure if he got that because of the two of you having a proper battle on track. But yeah, congratulations. You are the winner of the second heat. What is your mindset going into the next couple heats?
Hopefully I can get another 2 wins, but it is what it is, and hopefully I can get a good spot for the pre-final and final tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess all you need to do is get bank mega points, first, second, if you can, and you'll probably have a very good position for the finals tomorrow. Are you excited? What do you think of the event? What do you think of this track?
The track's very unique. It's really hard to drive, and it's a good track for racing, and the whole event's really well run, and it's just great.
Thank you. Austin, do you have any questions for Harry Bartle before we let him go?
Again, no, I don't have any questions. My apologies.
Austin doesn't want to talk to any of the guys we interviewed tonight. That's fine.
I'm so
Harry,
sorry.
from my side, congratulations. Fantastic drive from you. We will let you go and get back into racing mode for your next heat.
Thank you.
All right, that was Harry Bartle. We are ready on the server for our third heat. We are trying to move on as quickly as possible, considering we had some unfortunate delays in the start here. But guys, this is our first big event from Online Karting League as well as Kart Virtual UK. The Kart Virtual guys are used to international because you're open for everybody, but Online Karting League generally only African residents. So this is our first big major, and we hope to do many more of these, and we will definitely iron out a lot of these little bit of issues that we pick up. Right, into qualifying we go. Austin, what do you think of this group? We've got, let's quickly run through who's currently on the service. There's still guys trying to get on here. No. Leon Hug, Leon Rullet, Isaac McNeil, Ashai Nagura, Kian Spies, Jake Fluid, Noah Osterberg. Is he going to be able to race this time around? Lucas Sturman, winner of the first heat. Lucas Antonsen, Adam Nudge, Tom Storr, Archie Heron, Griffin Heinvisit. Harry Bartle immediately goes into the next race. Simon Berman, Logan Stewart, Jono Wilson, and Devian Naidu. So 18 karts into this qualifier. A bunch of guys already dropping out, it seems like it, unfortunately. And we've got another driver joining now. So the boys are getting on, yeah?
I'm trying to still load it. It's taking its time. I think I've refreshed it again. No, I haven't refreshed it just yet.
Just going to quickly open up the YouTube. Let's see if there's any questions or anything. No, it's just guys chatting in their own language I can't necessarily understand if you don't speak English. But well done, guys. Fantastic. I see Martin Mankis in Facebook's asking how we enter for this. Well, unfortunately, Martin, the qualifiers are already done. These are the top 48 in the world representing their countries and the teams that have registered. But if you would like to send us a Facebook message, and I'm more than happy to get back to you, probably only on Thursday because we still have a lot to do for the next 2 days. But yeah, guys, if you want to get involved with either Kart Virtual or Online Karting League, you can just ping us a message or join the Discords and get some more information from these communities. We are currently following Lucas Sturman. Lucas Sturman, the winner of the first heat, is now going to have a battle with Harry Bartle, the winner of the second heat. All we're going to see, Archie Heron, Griffin Heinvisit, these guys are all super, super fast. Leon Rullet didn't have a great first heat, so maybe Leon will iron out the issues that he's experienced. Lucas Sturman finishing his first lap, 104.4. That's not a great lap, I would assume. The track seems like it's already got a little bit rubber down, so I'm going to see... Nope, everybody else not getting quicker either, so maybe there isn't a lot of rubber on the track.
I think it's an important factor in as well. There's quite a few drivers here who had quite a challenging first race, so they're going to try... It's almost a sense of redemption that all these drivers have.
Yeah, and we also have to bear in mind that these guys need to score points as much as possible to make it into the final 18 for tomorrow. Ooh, the guys are driving close on track, which isn't ideal. If somebody makes a mistake, he's going to lose out a lot. We are following Jono Wilson as it stands, who is an absolute blistering qualifier. So hopefully he can keep his lap good and get himself a good starting position. We are now running with... is that Harry Bartle? We are checking Harry Bartle. Lucas Sturman fastest at the moment, 3.9. The first guy into the 103s. Then Bartle just a tenth and a half off the pace. Archie Heron moves himself up into second place. Just over half a tenth is Archie Heron now. And then look at that, Devian Naidu moving up a into third place. So all of these guys will have another lap that just crossed the line. We'll have one more lap. 83 crossing the line in time. I believe that is number, what's that, 9 and 24. Also crossing the line, Alphonse Kiwi and Leon Rullet is just in time. And look at their qualifying laps they've posted. The end of qualifying for Ashai Nagura, who hasn't posted a legitimate lap as it stands. But we're just having a quick look. Alphonse Kiwi only 4 milliseconds off of Lucas Sturman. Will he be able to post another good lap?
Oh yeah.
I think Harry Bartle smashes a lap into first place. Harry Bartle, the second guy to cross, or the next guy to cross the line will be Lucas Sturman. What does Lucas Sturman do? Lucas Sturman not improving on his lap. Then 89. Logan Stewart moved himself up into second now.
What a story that is then. Harry Bartle has
And
his
then,
teammate on the front row at the moment.
yeah, Archie Heron in second. Jono Wilson in third now. So Gazoo Racing. Wow, guys, everybody's pumping in the final laps. Alphonse Kiwi going to finish now. And Leon Rullet, where are they going to get themselves? Nope, they didn't improve on their laps. So Harry Bartle and Archie Heron, that's Archie Heron Developments lockout by these two boys. So fantastic, the two teammates now pumping in the quick laps. Jono Wilson, Kazoo Racing. Then Logan Stewart in fourth. Lucas Sturman in fifth, Angry Racing. Alphonse Kiwi. That is Sodi Kart. Devian Naidu for Kart Republic. CV Performance of Leon Rullet in eighth. Tom Storr in ninth. And then Adam Nudge will lock out that top final slot in the top 10. So yeah, Griffin Heinvie said not the best qualifying position for him. But Harry Bartle, who just won the previous race, is already in a fantastic slot.
Just wait, I think Archie and Harry have had two different first seats. Harry had the advantage with the penalty over I've forgotten the driver now. Archie had the battle and had the penalty against his rival, which led to him being able to take P1 with a bit more ease. And Archie had the opposite issue. He had to actually find time with a penalty. So these two drivers have had two different sides of the stick so far today.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking the chat here in Discord here. Oh, Alphonse Kiwi disqualified. Not driving with the correct suit. So technical non-compliance there for Alphonse Kiwi once again. Very unfortunate.
This is the pre-final.
I
don't know if there's a reasoning or not.
Well, just give it a second. Let Jay just catch up. Everybody's starting to race. I'm not sure if that's correct.
It has, yeah, okay, everyone's just taking each other out, but
Yeah, okay, he said, well, something's going wrong there. Did we lose the stream here, Finn? Just a black screen on my side. Everything good?
is Jay in there? I don't know. Yeah, Jay's in there.
There we go, you're back. Sorry, it's maybe just my side. Having some issues with...
It's quite...
issues with Discord as it stands. Let's have a quick look here. Well, I guess we'll just commentate until it's the end of it, but it makes no sense.
yeah, that is it's a really bad start for both of the Archie Heron development drivers on the front row. Where's Archie Heron dropped down to? He's dropped down to P7. So this is really not good news for the front runners.
I'm just going to quickly jump into the driver's briefing channel just to see what's happening. Is he writing? Okay. Okay, so there was just the issue that the COC was working with offline with some of the guys. They just kind of let this session start running, so the guys are rubbering in the track, and they're not really racing. That's why some of the guys just punted each other off the track. So that's very, very unfortunate there. But we're going to get going into the final now, I believe. At least I hope so.
It's okay.
I don't know what's happening.
See.
COC maybe fell asleep behind the keyboard tonight. No, he had a little bit of an issue, but we're just waiting to find out what's going on here. Can't exactly race like this, because most of the guys took each other out, so it seems like we're missing half the race.
People are slowly disconnected. I don't know. I guess we can... No, that was...
Okay, well, apparently this is the race, guys. So lap 4 of 6. Not entirely sure what's happening here. But there we go. There's a nose cone on the ground there. We can see on the track.
Who was it?
Currently following number 73, Harry Bartle versus number 89, Logan Stewart. So a proper battle there between these two guys, and then there's Lucas Sturman as well.
Sturman gets a lovely little switchback. He's going to try again. So much, a little bit of contact as well between those two. So that gives Harry Bartle some space.
Yeah, what we can see is Adam Nudge, Griffin Heinviset is getting good points if they stick where they are as it stands. Harry Bartle and Lucas Sturman is not in a good position, unfortunately. Right, proper battle between these guys. Lap 5 of 6. Ooh, Lucas Sturman falling behind just a little bit there. So Bartle and Logan Stewart having a proper go at it. But amazing stuff here. If we just have a look at what's happening, this is going to be a different heat winner this time around. Adam Nudge and Griffin Heinviset currently having a go at it as well. Well, there's a gap between them, but Adam Nudge does have a time penalty, so half a tenth is the gap. So can Griffin in the last lap be able to close the gap enough to get himself up into first place?
I'll keep an eye on Griffin as we wait for this to see. The gap looks extended. It depends on how long it is, though. How big the gap is.
Did Adam Nudge make a little bit of a mistake? Because Griffin is up into first place. Or was he in first the whole time? Did I just see that the wrong way around?
Hey, Griffin wins it. No, Adam Nudge wins
it. Griffin's got the penalty. Okay, so I just saw that the wrong way. So Griffin Heinviset's got the penalty once again. If Adam Nudge stays within that second, he will move himself up into first place. The young driver from Hungary, part of the online karting league, Hungary league as well. So fantastic there by Adam Nudge, securing himself potentially a first place, but one more lap to go, or half a lap to go. Will Heinviset build a gap? Will Nudge make a mistake? Or does everybody open the door for Archie Heron to move himself?
Up in the back. Heron's looked very quick. He's had a couple issues, but the pace absolutely electric since then.
Yeah, so first guy to cross the line will be Heinviset, but is that penalty going to bite him? Or did he build a big enough gap in that final lap? I don't think he has. Heinviset gets into first place. Nudge moves himself. Oh, Archie Heron gets himself up into
Brilliant,
second
Archie.
place. Archie did a mega final lap to get himself into second place. And Griffin moving down from first to third because of a time penalty, unfortunately.
I think if there's anything that Archie can do just better than most of the drivers is just be able to get his head down and just drive. That sounds simple, but in practice, it's still very difficult.
So Adam Nudge taking the victory there for AM Racing Team. Archie Heron in second place for Archie Heron Developments. And then Griffin Heinwiset, who was first over the line with a 1 second time penalty, moves himself into third place thanks to track limits. Leon Rullet in fourth. That's good points banked for Leon Rullet, considering he had a horrible first heat. Harry Bartle, winner of the second heat, moves himself, banks himself some good points for this his second heat. And then Lucas Sturman in sixth place, also winner of the first heat, getting some decent points for that final, towards that final for tomorrow. And we are just waiting on the session to finish, and then we will move out of this server into the next server. This was heat number 3.
Yeah, it's on to 4 now.
So halfway now, going on to 4. It is almost 11 o'clock in South Africa, so we might be done by midnight for me at least. So hopefully not too bad. All I can say is thank you so much for the youngsters committing, especially the South African boykies. It is quite late for us, and thank you to their parents for allowing them to stay up. It is very, very much appreciated from our side that you let your kids commit to such a big event. There's a lot of youngsters, especially a guy like Ashai Nagura, who's actually still part of the Online Karting League Junior Division. So, yeah, fantastic to see them commit, even though most of them have school tomorrow. Hopefully, you won't be too tired. All right, so we are moving on to our next server. I'm just going to quickly grab the replay for the... Not the replay, the results for the admins. So that they at least have their stuff to look at. All right, we are loading into the next server. I believe production's already there. Finn is on top of his game. What a legend.
All right. At the moment, it's only practice at the moment, but at the moment, Benjamin Van Hayes leading the pack. He's gonna leading the pack in practice. He's gonna be hoping that he can just get himself a nice P1 here today.
Yeah, Benjamin had a fantastic first race.
Very
and a proper battle with Harry Bartle, just a little bit unlucky to not get himself into first. Finished in second. So it's good points, though. Very, very good points for score towards the overall points sheet for tomorrow's final or main event. So, yeah, hopefully Bartle can, or not Bartle, Van Heers will be able to do another good race and score mega points for CV Performance Esports. So let's have a quick look at who's available in this race. We've lost a bunch of guys once again, or they're still trying to connect. Luckily for us, the guys that weren't racing in the previous year, they would have already jumped into the server, starting to rubber it in for the guys that leaves their last race directly moving into the second one. So Benjamin van Heers, Harrison Mitchell, Adam Huaz, Kyle Kristen Tukru, Sebastian Diaz, Jonathan Lindelof, Ntiso Mabunda, Jude Stewart, Ruben Mamalok, Balas Lantos, Mika, and I still can't pronounce his surname, so I don't want to butcher it and him hating me. or Micah. Oh, it's Mika. Isaac Phelps, William Marshall, Joshua Bugembi, Aaron Weeder, James Ricky, and Robin Chenard. Chenard, rather. Our only French entry for tonight. 17 carts in this heat. We've lost a couple guys on the way already. And the guys are spinning out in the...
In the pits.
There we go. Yeah, in the pits, the guys are
Oh, yeah.
bumping each other.
That's a great
But here we
start.
go. Qualifying. Hopefully get all the bumping out in the pits and get it out of the way. Qualifying has started half a minute into it already. Only 4 minutes for the guys, so they've got about 2, maybe 3 laps to post their fastest lap. Sebastian Diaz, first one out on track for Kart Republic Africa, part of the squad course team here in South Africa. This is his actual kart he's driving now with as well, so more of the same for him. He's at least driving in a familiar suit, familiar helmet, and a very familiar livery. So will Sebastian Diaz be able to do something very, very spectacular in this heat and get his team up onto the top step for one of the heats tonight? So far, the heats have been won by Angry Racing 1, Archie Herald Development.
Archie Heron.
Archie Heron Developments was the second heat, right?
Yeah.
And then the third heat was... Who won that one? I'm already lost.
Oh, no.
Let's have a quick look. I can just check. AM Racing. Adam Nudge won that one. So fantastic to see the different variety of drivers getting onto the top step. So yeah, let's go. Following Sebastian Diaz for his first lap. He is about reached just over halfway of this lap, pushing that car to the absolute limit to try and get his best lap out on, or his first banker lap at least, putting him in a good position. Right, he's now going to pass the aeroplane into the corkscrew we go. This is a very difficult corner to get right 100% of the time. He's staying off that curbs. From what I can see there, Sebastian Diaz very, very mindful of potentially causing himself unnecessary spot. Okay, he only did a 104 there, fastest lap now. Isaac Phelps moving himself up into first. William Marshall 9 milliseconds off the pace there. Everybody's going to start crossing the line. Next to cross the line, we are now following Benjamin and Jonathan Lindelof, both working together. Teammates there. Lindelof and Benjamin Van Heers putting in first and second lap times now already. So 2 teammates working together once again. Well, one's benefiting, the other one's just doing his normal lap.
I'm assuming that Lantos and Chenard have had issues. Because they're slightly more off the pace.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely made a big boo-boo during the lap. So unfortunate for them. Less than 1 minute to go. Most of these guys will be able to finish, the first half of the guys will be able to finish their lap and start another one. So let's see. Am I seeing that Van Heers is pulling away from Lindelof? So Van Heers might be on a crack of a lap. Lindelof was a lot closer in the start of his lap, so maybe just backed off a bit to give himself enough of a gap for his third and final run, because both of these guys will be able to do another lap. And just behind him, number 41 of Harrison Mitchell as well, trying to get a lap in for FA Kart. Van Heers not improving.
No, I think he moved up to P3, I think.
He wasn't second.
Oh.
Marshall moved himself up into second place
Okay.
on that previous lap.
Good lap as well for Mika.
But guys, look at the gap here.
Top five.
Half a tenth, top 5. That's fantastic, eh? All of them in a slip. Let's have a quick look. Where do we see them? We are currently following number 19, Mika from Kazoo Racing Academy. He's representing the South African team all the way out from Australia. So fantastic to see. Mika was pulled into the Kazoo team with the withdrawal from Orelate Sekudu. He is actually part of the Kazoo team in South Africa. So Mika securing himself a fantastic team to race for, and he moves himself up into... Wow, look at Carl Christian Tukru. What a lap! Leaving it for the absolute loss. I was like, wow, what happened to the timing sheet? Tukru 103.648 mega lap. Lindelof just over half a tenth off the pace there. So Lindelof improving as well, but not enough to get himself into first. So Tukru, is that another Archie Heron developments driver?
It is, I think.
So
So it's an Archie Heron front row lockout.
no, that's CV Performance versus Tukru, right? I believe Lindelof is part of CV Performance Esports.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
guys, that is Carl Kristen Tukru for Archie Heron Developments against another CV Performance Esports performance lap by Jonathan Lindelof, and then Kazoo Racing again getting themselves up there, and Angry Racing. So we've seen this pattern between these three teams, or four teams, right? AHD, Kazoo Racing, CV Performance Esports, and Angry Racing Esports. These four teams have been pretty much up here every qualifying session. So watch out for them once again. William Marshall not having the best of first heats. Fantastic qualifying by Marshall once again. Let's see if he will be able to navigate this start and move himself into a competitive position to score good points for his team as well. Well, teams don't really score points. It just looks good for a team, doesn't it? So fantastic scoring opportunity for Marshall there once again. And then Faniers a little bit further down in fifth place. We would have expected him to pretty much be up there. But again, the top five was split by such a small margin. Two crew just breaking away that from the pack with a fantastic final lap. Right, we are waiting for all the guys to get onto the grid. We have unfortunately moved away from the rolling start because of the guys just not getting it right at all. So we just moved. The COC made a call there. We don't want to be delaying this event until 4 o'clock in the morning. So he just made a call and said we're changing from rolling starts to standing starts, so we can move along and get the heats done and dusted.
Yeah, that is. Also, because we're having to do a roll in anyway as well, so it just makes everything smoother.
Just getting a nice message there from Ruben Mamalok saying, I'm the first person to get his name right the first time. So thank you so much. Hey, I know how it feels. We are on the starting sequence, guys. We are waiting for the lights to go out. Everybody's still on the grid. 17 cards, lights out, and away we go. Tukru getting a good start. No, Lindelof getting a much better start on the inside. Wow, we've got a blistering Archie Heron developments on the back there coming through into second place already. There's a car just disappeared for me.
Ah, okay. One felt. Director. Oh, yeah.
Phelps got a mega jump start, disqualified there by Phelps, not getting away from the ever-watching eye of
Jacob.
our COC. Thank you there, Jacob, for keeping an eye on that.
Little mistake
Lindel.
from Tukru, and has a bit of pressure and
Oh,
has to go for
down
that
the
move.
inside. Down the inside goes. Lindelof losing out a lot there. What's it? Tukru moving himself up into first place with Mika moving himself up into second place. Faniers is now in fourth with Lindelof in third place there. And then William Marshall getting away cleaner this time around in fifth place, keeping it clean. He wants to get in on this action. He's definitely keen to be part of this race. Right, here we go. Crossing the line. Any time penalties pop up? Lindelof's got a time penalty, if I see that correctly.
Yeah, you are correct, but Lindelof has a penalty.
Lindelof not in a great position for him, unfortunately, but look at that. Tukru finishing the first lap in first place after having a proper battle in the first couple corners. Mika on the outside for Kazoo. He's running very wide there, opening the door for... Oh, what happened there?
Land bites Van Heesen back. Land bites Lindelof back into P2 on track.
Yeah, Lindelof unfortunately having a 1 second penalty, so not in a great position for him. But if he gets away 8 laps, he can build a gap and keep himself up in a podium finishing position potentially. There's stuff happening in the back there. William Marshall just disappeared off the track.
I think William Marshall crashed.
Did he crash or disconnect?
I think that's disconnected.
Oh, what happened here with Tukru? Yeah, spinning. Oh, there's Lindelof and Tukru both off the track in front. opening the door in corkscrew. They
Van
made a little bit of a mistake.
Oh wow, yeah. Lindelof's out as well. So Mika and Van Hayes now take the lead of the pack.
It seems like the corkscrew caught
Both of them out.
one of them out. Unfortunately, we are following Mika now for Kazoo Racing, representing the South African-based team. Mika is running a little bit wide on the exit there, and then Benjamin van Hees. Ooh, Benjamin van Hees had a little bit of a slide into that corner. Not ideal. That would have compromised his exit completely, and through this section he would have lost at least 4 kart lengths there against Mika in first place. So let's see. There's a big gap between first, second, third, and fourth. Everybody behaving, and unfortunately, the Jonathan Lindelof and who was the other one? We lost there. Tukru.
Yeah.
We are now following James, Ricky, FA Kart.
And Lantos under a lot of pressure. Lantos pointing forward there as well, just kind of almost indicating just to focus instead of on the fighting each other, trying to catch up to Jude Stewart. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Jude Stewart also is local to me in Cape Town, South Africa, part of Angry Racing. Jude Stewart's been representing his team for the last 2 years, I believe. So Jude Stewart part of that team and cementing himself as a potential contender for his team to maybe get top honors, but he needs to get past William Marshall on the timing sheets as well as Lucas Thurman. So let's see if he'll be able to move himself up just even within the team, but he's got a very, very good... Marshall retired once again there. Marshall out, so that's going to really hurt his hopes for a final tomorrow. Just currently following the leader now. Mika now going to cross the line for lap 5 of 8. Tucking down, getting his head down, trying to get the maximum out of that kart down the straight. He still has a 7/10 gap between first and second, so it's just about these two at the moment. Although I do see a battle, if I just look at my map a little bit further back, there is a battle between number 10 and 60. So that is Sebastian Diaz and Aaron Weeder. Closest battle that I can see at least. Although Fanias is currently catching. Seems like he's closing the gap a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, it looks like it. There's been a couple, he made a couple of mistakes after earlier on, but he's now just trying to get back into the groove, get back forward, but it's still a challenge.
But I don't know if it's just me, but I'm having a look on my screen. I see Fanias sliding quite a lot. Maybe that's just my ping. I don't know what you guys are seeing on your side with a lower ping to the server. But Fanias does seem like he's got a much looser kart under him. And that might be the reason why his corner exit is not that great. Yes, but he is catching though. Mika having a little bit of a mistake from what I could see on that corkscrew. The final sector of the track, and that's opening the door for Fanias to get into that slipstream now and potentially get himself in a winning position. 3/10 is the gap now. So he's definitely there. Mika getting a little bit of wide there on the exit of that twisty section there. Opens a door for Fanias to potentially send it down into this first hairpin. We're going to reach. Nope, he's on the outside. That's not going to be the ideal line through there.
Bit of patience. Benjamin has to show a little bit of patience here to keep with Mika at the moment. But he's still definitely very, very able to push. He's going to look here, I think. And he gets it as well. Good move.
Yeah, moves himself up into first place. Oh, a little bit of a nudge there. Oh, naughty send there from Mika. Sending Fanias off of the track completely. Did he survive though? Did he survive? Yes, he did. He will probably get a fat time penalty for that. Let's just check the timing sheet. Okay, only 1 second for Fanias, so not the end of the world. Not ideal, but a 1 second time penalty still keeps him on the podium. And I wonder if that is just ping coming into play between...
Mika's aggression has been quite obvious in this race so far.
Yeah, it just seems like he's just not patient enough. He's trying to send it when there's no real pass opportunity there. A little bit of a nudge against Fanias sent him off into the oblivion. or we've got Tukru going a little bit sideways there and then opening the door for Fanias to get through. But if Tukru just stays within a second, he'll keep second place. Maybe it's starting to get late for some of these guys, and they're
Time
starting
is-
to lose concentration.
Was that a FA Kart bumper on the road there? I saw.
Yeah, that would be one of the FA Kart drivers. If they've got a, let's have a quick look. Who's all FA Kart drivers? Oh, that would be James Ricky. If he doesn't have a nose cone, that's a disqualification for him.
He
Right?
has no nose cone.
So that will definitely be a disqualification, technical non-compliance as far as I'm aware within the current rule sets. So that's not ideal. Mika leading the way. Will we see a penalty there for Mika from the Kazoo Racing team, or will the Stewards deem that as a racing incident? Although I think we are inclined to think that there's going to be a penalty for Mika against that, that pass against Benjamin van Hees. What do you think, Austin, on your first view?
I think it was a clumsy, definitely a very clumsy move, but I think there's definitely a penalty that can be stated. But the issue is the damage is done for Mika.
Yeah.
It's
But I mean, a penalty for Mika would move Van Hees up a position, right? So
yeah.
just checking the timing sheets there. Mika getting first place in heat number 4. Carl Christian Tukru in second. Benjamin van Hees in third place. Jude Stewart in fourth for Angry Racing. Fantastic.
Again, Bacon comes round. 13. Mamalop. Oh. Mamalop rounds in P9. And Chenard will come round about a few corners. But yeah, the issue with that is still, no matter what, Van Hayes will not get the race win. I think that's you can't definitely can't penalise Tucker for it. He was in the right place at the right time, but it's just such an unlucky way to drop a position.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but that's part of racing, isn't it, right? It doesn't matter how many penalties you give to the guy that took you out. It's not going to give you your race back. So, it is unfortunate, but it is also the nature of the business, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so that's heat 4 done and dusted.
Yeah. Okay.
Kazoo Racing taking the top honors for that one. And then Tukru for Archie Heron Developments, and then CV Performance in the form of Van Hees in third place. Okay, so we're going to move over. I'm just going to quickly grab the results. All right, let's open up. I think Jacob missed the result sheet there, so luckily the server saves it. The unfortunate bit with Kart Racing Pro as it stands, it does crash the game when the race finishes, the final, which is a bit weird because it doesn't do it when the server resets in the practice lobbies. So it's a bit of an odd issue that we have been working with the developer to get resolved, and hopefully we can get that resolved soon. I'm just quickly having a quick read in the Discord. I see there's some unfortunate fights between the drivers, as we would always see. All right, sorry about that, guys. I just had a quick look through the incident notifications. There is some ongoing discussions on that previous heat between Micah and the Benjamin Van Heers incident. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see what's happening. And we'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, on to the next race we go. The boys are already all jumping into the server. As it stands, 16 carts are connected. We are losing drivers as the night goes on, unfortunately. But pretty much expected considering that it was already late. It was a late start for a lot of these guys. Alright, apologies about that silence, guys. Let's get into the swing of things. I think we're giving the guys an extra minute to get in. Let's see, who is the entries? Who do we have on track at the moment? There's another guy joining, so there we've got Ruben Mamalok joining. So Devian Naidu, Jonathan Lindelof, Jude Stewart, Logan Stewart, Kian Spies, Tom Storr, Griffin Heinviset, Sebastian Diaz, Mika, excuse me, Alphonse Kiwi, Kyle, Kristen Tukru, Harrison Mitchell, Joshua Abugembi, Harry Bartle, Simon Beeman, and Adam US are the entries. 17 carts on track as it stands. And we are currently following number 54, VDS Media Tom Storr. We haven't seen much of the VDS Media guys on stream tonight, I believe. So hopefully Tom Storr will put on a good show for Team VDS Media. Right, I wonder if we're going to get into the swing of things shortly. I'm just going to step away for 1 second, guys, while we wait for qualifying to start.
There's going to be Calfish and Tucker with will have a lot of momentum coming into this event.
You ready?
Certainly, Calfish and Tucker will definitely be able to get. Hopefully, we're looking at carrying on his momentum, as will Harry Bartle, who has had good pace so far all day. Sorry. Logan Stewart currently in with the pack as well. Track just beginning to rubber in a little bit still. Mid times in the 1:04s as it stands. Jonathan Lindelof still has pace, but just bad luck so far this evening. He needs to find some more time, which he hasn't been able to get so far. Which is some luck that is. But yeah, times look very narrow between Naidu and Logan Stewart at the moment, just within 1/10 of a second of each other.
So I think we'll move into qualifying in just a second, guys. Just check the chat here on the side screen. We are good to go. Right, qualifying. Guys heading out already. 17 carts on grid. And still unnecessary conversations happening between the guys from previous heats.
Yeah, the ones to watch here, well, the one to watch I think is Jonathan Lindelof at the moment. Just keep an eye on him as well for this session.
All right, we are currently following, what's that, Lindelof. Jonathan Lindelof on track once again. Need to try and secure maximum points. Racing with his teammate Griffin Heinviset from CV Performance Esports. Once again, I think strong contenders for pole position will be CV Performance, Archie Herald Development, Aaron Development. Sorry, I will get it right by the end of tomorrow, I promise. And then who else do we have here that's strong contenders? Let's have a quick look. I think Bartel definitely. So that's two teams at the moment, and we've got Miko is a strong qualifier from the previous race. So again, I think more of the same. Who do we have from Angry in this Jude Stewart once again?
Mika needs to be very careful in this heat, just to be able. He just needs to keep his head down a bit more than he has in the previous one. You know, the previous series had a couple incidents, so he just needs to watch himself, try to avoid getting stuck with the stewards after this meeting, after this today is over.
I'm just quickly having a look at this is Heat 5, right, guys? Am I
Yes.
correct in saying that? So who do we have missing? John Henry Vaughan, yeah, he didn't make driver's briefing. And Seth Brown, who should also have been in here, missed driver's briefing. Seth sends me a message, my alarm never went off. Like, well, that's unfortunate. You had to be in driver's briefing for you to be able to race. Yeah, I think those are two very quick guys that unfortunately didn't make it. There's some other names I'm seeing in here as well. Ragnar, is it Simulant? Fabian Stierson. A couple guys missing, unfortunately. But these 17 carters on track are all quick. And I'm more than sure that, or certain that these guys will put on a good show for us.
Yeah, Mika. So the track's still rubbering in at the moment in this session, it looks like, but a little bit of a challenging first lap. It looks like, but no, there we go. The speed drivers back there. Harry Bartle with a brilliant run.
Bartle smashing a lap there, and starting his final lap because a lot of the guys will finish now. Let's see. Just quickly having a look. There's a bunch of crashes.
Someone's off. Who's that? 25. That is.
That's Mika. No, Mika's number 19. No, that's Carl Christian Tukru. So Tukru not getting a qualifying lap in at all, as well as Simon Buman. So Tukru, who is one of the top contenders for pole, not getting a qualifying lap. So that's absolutely unfortunate.
So unlucky.
Yeah, so Tukru definitely going to have to put in a mega race to get maximum points. So now following Bartle. who's finishing his final lap, number 24 in front of him. Also, Alphonse Kiwi will finish his lap. Now I'm just having a quick look at the timing sheet for Kiwi crossing the line.
Logan Stewart as well, putting in an absolutely barnstorming run. He goes back.
Yeah,
into
Kiwi did improve, but already moved down by Diaz. So let's have a quick look. Everybody finishing their final laps now. Who's
Oh,
going to be able to move themselves up?
Oh, Jonathan Lindelof takes pole position, it would seem.
Yeah,
Right.
Lindelof on his final run. Harry Bartle in second. So it's CV Performance, Archie Heron Developments, and then we've got Gazoo Racing once again. Logan Stewart from... Well, who does Logan Stewart drive for? Let's just double check
Oh,
that
okay.
quickly. FK, yes, that's correct. So we've got FK coming into the mix this time around. So that's fantastic there. Great lap from Stewart. And then another guy, Harrison Mitchell, FA Kart, also getting himself up into the swing of things. So, and then Adam US. So wait, we've got a completely top 8. Seems everybody's part of a different team. Am I correct in saying that?
So I think so.
So Lindelof, CV Performance, AD, AHD, then Gazoo, FK, FA, AM Racing. We've got Kart Republic. Then we've got Alphonse Kiwi, who is part of... Double check that quickly. Why am I not seeing? Yeah, Sodi Kart. So there's a Sodi Kart in there as well. And then Tom Store, VDS, that's a top 9, all different teams. So that's fantastic to see. Well done, guys.
Very interesting because a lot of the drivers have had some little issues. It's been quite samey, so it's just a new thing seeing. Well, it's CV and a Alfie Heron car, but it's nice seeing a Formula K and FA and a Sodi up there as well now.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see the guys coming into the swing of things now. We are in our final 40 seconds before we start with this race. So what do we think, guys? What do we think is going to happen this race? Who do you think is going to get the top honors? We already have a winner in Harry Bartle. We have a winner, dispute the winner of the previous race, Mika for Kazoo. So it's still anybody's game here. Are we gonna see Lindelof get away with the victory this time around?
He's had
We
the
will
pace
know.
so far.
Yeah, he's definitely had the pace, right? He's definitely been up there.
He just needs a little bit of luck with it.
Yeah. All right, this is the start sequence. We are currently following. I think we're on Harry Bartle. All right, it's lights out and away we go. Bartle tucking down immediately, getting a much better start than Lindelof, it seems like it. Lindelof does have the outside line and inside line into the next one. No, Bartle,
fired
some
off.
car just punted off.
Oh,
This carnage in the middle of the pack.
fired,
There's a lot
yeah.
of cards go. Definitely going to see a
think
restart there.
That's Mika in the barrier there, trying to push himself off with missing nose cone, rear bumper, side pod. Yeah,
That's half the grid off there. I wonder if we're going to see a restart there. Are we going to see a restart?
I don't know. Were there enough carts that went off?
Well, it doesn't seem like it. We're going to go on. Biggest gainer there of everybody is Bartle. Clean away from everybody else. Then Lindelof in second. Then it seems like we've got Adam US in third place. So US got up a good amount of positions there into third place now. We're waiting on everybody to cross the line. We'll just double check that. Number 88 is, that's US. And then just behind him, number 13 of... Is that Mamalok into fourth place from basically the back of the pack? That's a fantastic start there. Keeping his nose clean, and Mamalok for Gainstart Racing, that's my team. Moving himself up into fourth place, but already under fire by... Where's my stuff? I can't even click. There we go. So Mamalok already passed by Griffin Heinvisit So, and following Gazoo Racing, Kian Spies, who hasn't really had... Oh, punted there by that FA Kart nudged... who was that gave Divya Naidu a big tap? Harrison Mitchell, I think. Yeah, Mitchell giving Naidu a big love tap from behind and then
Wait,
punting...
No, so he took out. He hit the 98.
Yeah.
Oh, 98 of
Yeah.
Naidu, and then I think.
Yeah. Netco just
collected.
punted him into the abyss.
Yeah. But as well, super unlucky for Logan Stewart. Brilliant qualifying. That's just not the way you want to round it off. Round off such a high quality run. It leaves Bartle in a brilliant position here in P1 by about 2 seconds. Nice little gap he's got himself into, and
Right, we're currently following Joshua Bugembi in the FK Kart.
Oh,
Ooh, running a little bit wide there.
that's going to invite Lindelof in, maybe. No, it is not. It's going to invite.
That's Mamalok behind him.
Mamalok in. Sorry, I just can't see the places. You know, Mamalok slow through there is going to let Bugembe have a bit of a go.
Yeah, Lindelof is now behind Mamalok, so Lindelof is going to try and send it probably down the straight into the first corner. Ooh, Mamalok's lagging a little bit. Is it just me seeing him?
Yeah, it's like
His card is flickering a little bit, so that is not
Bugembe gets the
great.
penalty corner coin. So that is not good. It means Jonathan Lindelof now needs to pretty much clear. He's going to want to clear Bugembe for correct position and just saving time for the battle in. There we go.
Yeah, so Lindelof is now all over. Oh, Bugembi's lifting his hand, showing him, you can come down the inside. I have no business fighting you much quicker than me. I think that's a very mature moment there by Joshua Bugembi. Fantastic, really.
Yeah, Bugembe just knows he's got that penalty. He doesn't want to get involved in a crash.
Yeah.
DS Cube late in ABC.
What does that mean?
Off Jacob. It's what Jacob said. Trying to figure out.
I wonder who was that because Jude Stewart retired, so I wonder if it was Jude Stewart that got disconnected there. Okay. Oh, I mean, we'll see. We'll find out shortly. We are currently still following Lindelof, who's trying to make him get a couple places up after that unfortunate start to the race. But currently leading the way, still Harry Bartle's got a fairly big gap between Bartle and Adam Uaz. And then Griffin Heinviset in third place, right behind Adam Uaz. They're close on track, but I see there's quite a big gap now following Adam Uaz and Griffin Heinviset just behind him. Does he have a time penalty though? It does seem like it if I just look at the timing sheet. We'll check shortly when they cross the line because there's definitely not 2 seconds gap between them. Maybe 1 second at most. Yeah, it seems like Griffin's got a 1 second time penalty against his name, which isn't ideal. So yeah, the gap closing ever so... Well, it's actually closing a lot quicker. Setting it on the inside is Griffin. That's a late nudge. Wow, that's very late. Luckily, not too bad outcome between the two. Both of them racing on low ping, so not too bad. Netcode not coming into play too much. Adam US still lives to fight another day. And Heinviset moved himself up into second place. He does have a time penalty, so he's going to have to make a 1 second gap between these two. But I mean, he does seem much quicker though. He's already got a couple kart lengths gap between the two of them.
Let's see what the gap is as they come across the line.
That'll probably be like 3/10 max.
Yeah. It's about
Well,
six,
it's half a
I think.
second. Half a second a gap. So US can stay. If he can stay within a second, he's good. He's got half a second to play with, though. So Heinvisit's going to put his head down, probably put his foot straight through that pedal to get the maximum out of that kart around this track. Okay, so Jacob did confirm ABC advantage by contact.
Ah, yeah.
So pushing somebody out of the way deliberately is the call from the steward. And got himself a disqualification. I'm not sure if that was due to it though. It doesn't say disqualify, it just says retired, disconnect.
Ah, yeah. I think that was big. Oh, it's a big mistake from Adam.
Yeah, that should give Griffin Heinvisit the gap he needed.
Let's see.
Yep, he's got 9 tenths in play now. So Griffin is staying in second place even with his time penalty. US making an unfortunate mistake there. This is the final lap. Lifting his thumb there is US. Oh, he's making a lot of mistakes, it seems like it at the moment.
I think he's just lost his head. He's in a position now with that mistake where it's just kind of he doesn't have to worry.
All right, we're moving to Harry Bartle now for his final half a lap here. Bartle pretty much had it all his way from the start of the race. He's just got to navigate the last sector now into the... Oh, as I say that, he throws that kart into the last corner, or into that hairpin by the aeroplane. Into the corkscrew we go now. Bartle just navigating there, taking it easy, using some of the curbs. And into the last corner now. Bartle navigates this final lap with ease. 4 seconds is the gap. Great second victory there by Bartle. And then Griffin Heinvisit in second place.
As well.
Adam Uaz in third. And then Jonathan Lindelof in fourth place. Harrison Mitchell did finish in fourth, but time penalty put him back 2 tenths. Just 2 tenths was the gap that Lindelof needed to make up and move himself up into fourth place. Then Joshua Bagimbi in 6th, Alphonse Kiwi in 7th, Tom Storr in 8th, Ruben Mamalok in 9th, and then Carl Christian Tukru in 10th place. And then another quick crash of the game.
I forget each time that it's going to crash. It makes me jump. I'm like, oh no, it's broken.
We're heading into our final heat now. Heat number 6.
I'm not whitelisted.
Oh, don't lie.
Yeah, no.
One second, I'll sort you out now. I'll sort you out now. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay.
We don't want you on the server, just so you know.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. You are whitelisted. What do you mean you're not whitelisted?
No, it's not letting me join.
Okay, let's just do one thing. We should probably just be able to do this. Can you just check again?
No, I'm not whitelisted.
Right.
I'm just gonna watch.
No, just give me a second. I'll just have a quick look at if I can get that sorted for you. Seems to be an odd one.
Unfortunately, it is the last one. I have other ones for it to be.
Okay, can you just try again for me?
Yeah, I can try again. No, still saying not whitelisted.
Okay, I guess we'll just let it go then.
Yeah. Alright, cheers for having me.
That's a bit of a weird one. Can you check from the stream? Is that at least running okay for you?
I can try from stream, yeah. I'm gonna do the tried and trusted method. No, never mind. I was just thinking it's a bit of a glitch, unfortunately. I'll watch it via Finn's stream.
I am sorry, just opening my game now. That's a bit of a weird one because your name is actually there.
Interesting.
Right, good. I'm also loading in now, so we should be good to go. Yeah, we can do an interview. Who do we have available? Yeah, no problem. All right, no stress. We can get into the swing of things. Let's have a quick look at who is in this heat. 16 carts this time, so they start falling off as the night goes on. It was unfortunate, or is unfortunate, a bit of a uh, late evening for a lot of these guys. So Rallet, Van Heers, Wilson, Wieder, Nudge, Phelps, Lantos, Osterberg, Haag, Nagura. Finn, you are joined as a driver and not a spectator. I don't know if you want to just maybe quickly reconnect. No stress. And then I lost some of the guys there. McNeil, Phelps, Marshall, and Archie here and there as well. So only 15 carts this time around. It seems like some of the guys did have a little bit of a rage quit moment, if you want to call it that. Not always the greatest if guys are not really having it their way and decide not to pitch for the final races. Ntiso Mabunda, Ntiso Mabunda is also getting that not whitelisted bug, by the way. So I'm quickly gonna just have a look at that. Yeah, I'm quickly having a look here. I think I might quickly find this. So if it's right at the back here, it must be. There's no break in the chain though, so that's a bit weird because otherwise a lot more people shouldn't be able to join. I wonder if this is just Kart Racing Pro being Kart Racing Pro. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm just having a quick look at a technical issue. Yeah, no, I can't see the reason why two guys can't join. Yep, no, that's the geo ID is correct. So normally on the permitted list, if there's a break in the chain, it will cause it to not work. But there is no break, and unfortunately, Ntiyiso Mabunda can't join. As well as, I mean, that means Robin Chenard shouldn't be able to log in. The other guys aren't even online, so it doesn't even help to look. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I just had to see if I can find a issue or resolve an issue while some of the guys can't join. It doesn't seem like we can. And we'll continue with the commentary and the race. This is our final heat. It's been pretty much a long night, so thank you for tuning in and staying with us for the last 3 hours, essentially. Qualifying's done. Johnny Wilson takes the lead in this qualifying, although Archie Heron is still on his final lap. Will he be able to take that away from Johnny Wilson? Heron, nope, stays in second. William Marshall in third. Lucas Sturman, so two Angry Racing Boys, 3 and 4. And then Aaron Weeder in fifth. Benjamin Van Hees in sixth. Leon Rullen in seventh. Adam Nudge in eighth. Isaac Phelps, 9. And James Ricky in 10th place. Right, as we wait for the start of the final heat of the evening, we are waiting for the carts to go to the grid. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining before we finish this off for the night. I think Austin fell asleep. Austin's
I'm
very
managing.
quiet.
I'm managing, just about. It's difficult. I'm trying to keep an eye on it at the moment.
I mean, it's only like what 10 o'clock for you, so you can't really moan. It's midnight for me already.
Oh,
It's
wasn't
been,
it? What time were you up at? Actually, don't
say
answer that.
again.
What time were you up at though?
I've been up since 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you know,
This
I
morning.
can't even. Oh my day. How will you still? How will you still have energy?
A lot of coffee during the day, I suppose, guys. All right, we are gonna. All right, let's have a quick look. Who are we currently following before we get into the start sequence? I think we are on Lucas Sturman. Am I correct in saying that? All right, guys, lights out and away we go. Final heat of the day. Jono wasn't getting a great start here and just tucking in behind him then. We've got Lucas Sturman in third place. William Marshall keeping it clean on the inside.
one
Oh, there goes a Kart off in the background there.
It's 2 off, I think.
Who did we lose there? Was that a big contender? Number 50, that's Adam Nudge, who was a hit winner earlier tonight. And oh, there's a big crash in the midfield there. Number 60 of Aaron Weedle flipping his card. He's out of the race. Carnage in the back there. Let's have a look at what's happening up in front. Jono Wilson, Archie Heron having a proper go at this. Opening the door for William Marshall to potentially send it down the inside. Oh, then Heron goes on to the inside, passing Jono Wilson and immediately going into the defensive there. Oh, William Marshall and Jono Wilson collecting each other there, unfortunately. Seems like netcode for these guys not being their best friends tonight. Oh, I see there. Restart race. Please pull into the pits from the race steward. Or COC rather. Seems like something happened there and the start was not legit as it stands. Maybe Jacob, the CSC is just trolling us, wants us to stay up a little bit later tonight.
So we had a race restart, I think.
Yeah, got a race restart going there.
Fair enough. So I can only see now all the viewers see. I'm gonna try hop in one more time. Yeah, that's still not whitelisted. Not a clip because I am whitelisted.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Your name is literally in that list, and it's only from Mtiso's name downward that issue is popping up. Everybody else, so it's you, it is Robin.
That
Is
so
it
weird.
Robin? Yeah, it's only a couple guys below Mtiso, Mabunda, and downwards, and doesn't seem like there's any issues on the actual list. So that's a bit weird. We'll have to reconfigure that tomorrow for the final races. But what is strange is though, the first 5 heats no problems when it comes to the access, and then of course the final heat will give us that unfortunate issue. So what we'll do is, guys, when we are done with this heat, we're going to see if we can get a hold of a couple of the team principals, just get their thoughts on what's happening, how they like the event so far, etc. And then we'll take it from there, if you don't mind. Finn is really keen to go sleep though, so we'll try and not keep him up too long after the last heat. Alright, here we go. I'm very curious as to why the stream in Discord has been so weird on my side. Quite interesting. No, I still have, I can see your stream, but it's just no color. It's just changing colors the whole time. Alright, it's lights out and away we go, guys. Final heat once again. Hopefully this is for keeps this time around. Lucas Sturman seems like he had a really good start down the inside there. It's going to go up into first. Nope, Jono Wilson's very defensive. There's big nudge there from Lucas Sturman on Jono Wilson. Archie Heron now gets the opportunity to go down the inside of Lucas Sturman, punting him off to the side and allowing a couple carts to come through there. So Jono Wilson seems like he is in a good spot after that first half a lap, or first couple corners really, and then Archie Heron moves up into second place. Benjamin van Heer's got a blistering start up into third now. And then William Marshall in fourth place. Adam Nudge in fifth. From what I can see, James Ricky, FA Kart just behind Nudge. Seems like all the guys are starting to settle in. Right, we are currently following Benjamin van Heer's or the first lap of the last heat, done and dusted. Van Heer's up into second place because Archie Heron's got a 1 second penalty after the first lap. So Archie's going to have to drive the wheels off of that car to move himself a second ahead of everybody else to get the final heat victory. Archie is all over the back of Jono Wilson, who ran wide there. Archie's going to send it down the inside for sure, moving himself up into first place. On track at least, but still got that 1 second penalty that he needs to play with. Heron now up into first place. Jono Wilson's going to fight that back though, but he's going to be on the outside of the aeroplane corner there. But that Heron's hold onto that completely, and Wilson slamming his brakes a little bit too hard, losing his kart completely, and now opening the door up for Van Heers to come down the inside. No, that's going to be a dodgy potential move through the corkscrew there, but William Marshall is also all over the back of Van Heers. So Jono Wilson has got everything to do now, and Archie's done enough to get himself a second ahead with Wilson losing control of his kart. So all Archie now has to do is continue building that gap to make sure that he's got more than enough to stay ahead of Wilson, Van Heers, and William Marshall. 4 different karts in the first 4 different teams rather. So we've got Archie here in development. Oh, Jono Wilson giving Van Heers a little bit of a tap there. So Gazoo Racing, Angry Racing, and CV Performance Group. And then 5th kart there, Adam Nudge for AM as well. And then Isaac McNeil is in 6th place, and Leon Rullet trying to move himself up and score some better points in this heat. Oh, there's a little bit of a contact between Marshall and... Oh, William Marshall sending it down the inside of Corkscrew. Very, very dangerous. Well, he made it work because he got himself up into 2nd place. Oh, look at this pile up behind him, though. There's a big train of karts coming. Van Heers, Nudge. What's that? Leon Rullet moved up quite a lot as well. Well, guys, this is a crazy couple laps as it stands. It's a big train behind Marshall now. That opens the door for Archie Heron completely to pull away. He's got a 2 second gap, including a 1 second time penalty. There's a 3 second gap already. So Archie Heron running away with this because of a huge amount of battles happening behind him. Right, Marshall now being hunted by Van Heers. Will Marshall be able to score good points for Angry Racing tonight? Or will Van Heers have something to say about that? Defensive driving there from William Marshall into the corkscrew we go. Marshall just lifting his hand saying, no, let's try and catch the guy in front and not fight each other at all. I don't think Benjamin Van Heers wants to sit behind Marshall because he thinks he's definitely quicker. Tucking now. All the karts tucking down the straight, trying to get maximum now. Ooh, Marshall on the defense. Van Heers is going to try a cut back into the 2nd corner. He's going to have the inside line into turn number 3. Braking a little bit earlier, letting Marshall run wide there into the twisties. Leon Rullet also having a little bit of a sniff here. Smelling a potential podium in the final heat. Will the CV Performance guys fight each other, or will they work together to move themselves up?
This is what Archie does best, I think. Is when the cards just align, when the stars align and everything goes perfect, Archie Heron can just slip in, take it as easily as he wants.
Yeah, Archie's pulling away, but while he's doing that, there's a big battle. William Marshall is so defensive as it stands, and it's opened up the door for such a big pile of karts behind him. Van Heers, Rullet, Weeda, Nudge, Ricky and McNeil, all of them in the hunt for 2nd as it stands. Lap 6 of 8. Ooh, Van Heers is going to send it down the inside of William Marshall now, pushing Marshall 3 positions back now. So Marshall's gone out of the podium. Rullet and Van Heers moves himself up into 2nd and 3rd.
Incredible how one moment like that just has managed to drop 3 places on the last the late laps of this race.
Yeah. And a big gap already between, William Marshall fell back quite a lot, so it's Fanias, Rallet, and Aaron Wida. Thank you. Against all odds racing. Thank you for representing. So one of my guys at least coming up on the ranks here. Potentially still on for podium though. Definitely not top honors because Archie Heron has pulled away second time penalty as well. So 4.5 on the timing sheets. Huge gap by Archie Heron. Did you guys lose me for just a moment? All right, okay, it's fine. Whatever I said, it's not that important. The big battle between Fanias, Rallet, and Wida as it stands. So CV Performance 2 and 3, and then a potential podium for Against the Odds Racing. And of course, I'll be completely biased towards Wida, hoping he gets a podium here, representing my company, at least my team. But yeah, the boys at CV Performance, cool, calm, and collected as it stands, working their way through the pack, moving themselves up into a podium. Leon Rallet moved himself up by quite a lot during this race already. But Rallet, I see he's got a time penalty though, so Wida is currently on the timing sheets in third place. So if he stays within a second, that will be a third place for Wida. And the first podium for the Against the Odds Racing boys. Start of the final lap now. Archie Heron, big gap. That is, I think, the biggest, most dominant performance so far of the evening. It could also just be because of the big battle between Marshall and Van Hees. It kind of backed up the whole pack.
I think
But
it's
yeah,
probably say it was a. You can probably say it was a bit of a mistake from.
Look at
team,
what,
so
look at what's happening. Yeah,
just you know,
look at teamwork. Look at teamwork now. We see Van Hees letting Rallet pass and going on the defensive immediately to get Wida a second out of contention. That is 100% what's happening. So teamwork here, and these guys can't even talk to each other in Discord, right? So Fanny is absolutely amazingly aware of what's happening around him on track to make sure that he defends and keeps Rallet, or gives Rallet a big enough gap to pull away and get himself on a podium spot. Or is that just me seeing that?
no, I think that's what's going on.
That's fantastic. That's really good. That's really, really good from Fanies, and such a good team player there. Fanies knows he's going to get into the final. Let's see if he did enough to give Rallet. Yeah, he did enough. So sacrificed their second place for Fanies to give Rallet the second place. That's going to give Rallet good points going into the final for tomorrow. And I believe your points where you finish is where you're going to start in the race as well.
Yeah, that's down to Archie Heron for that race as well. Just
Yeah, Archie,
purely
absolutely dominant. Yeah.
Driving.
Pure dominance there from Archie Heron, and that really just puts down what's the right word? It just puts down its mark for tomorrow. Really, really exciting there to see Heron put down that performance. And we'll hear from Heron in just a moment because we're wanting to interview the team principals, at least a couple of them, before we finish the race. Before you move Archie in there, let me just quickly send the final result. And then we can have a quick chat with Archie. All right, I'm ready for our man Archie Heron to join us in the commentary booth. All right, Archie, welcome into the commentary booth. First of all, let's say congratulations on an absolute dominant final heat of the evening. Once you got in front, there was a lot of stuff happening behind you, but I'm fairly certain you weren't really bothered. Great race from you. Talk us through your final heat, or talk us through your evening, really.
Well, like Heat 1, it was all right. Did well, but like 1 second penalty did kind of ruin us for the win because we did win on track, but the unfortunate standpoint is just the 1 second. That's my fault, but racing's racing. I've got to follow the rules. And then heat 2, I was unlucky on the start, got forced off wide, and then got a nose because someone spun in front of me. But kept the dedication, like from all the testing. I've just got my mind through it and just drove right back through the pack. Got into, I think it was second in the end, but it would be seventh or something. But I had really good consistent pace. And then that final heat, I got in front because I knew that's what I needed to do. I got in front, defended, and then got him into a squabble, and then just kept the consistency up, like doing 1 minute 3 5s and 6s consistently, and just drove away and just kept my mind clear, just so I didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah, well, it was fantastic, absolute dominant performance, and I'm thinking you really put down a marker for tomorrow, just to tell the guys, listen, yeah, if I'm in front, if you don't keep up, I'm gone. That's at least what I saw. So yeah, congratulations on that heat victory. Your team in general. Let's quickly talk about your team. It seems like your team has been really dominant tonight, alongside the CV Performance guys. Yeah, your setup's clearly working.
Yeah, like even though like we've never driven this, well, we didn't drive this track until like a month before or when it was opened up for testing. But like the dedication we put into this setup clearly has shown, as we've got our quality setup that is ridiculous on pace. So we're always in the top 3 each time, at least with one of our drivers. Like Kyle, he's just unfortunate most of the time now. But Harry, Isaac, and me, well, and also Kyle, we can also show the pace when it's needed. So showing showing the South Africans that we're not someone to mess with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. And that's okay. We 100% accept the challenge, or at least I think so. So that's been fantastic from a racing perspective. You guys have really put on a good show. Just one final question from my side is, what do you think of the overall event? There's obviously been a little bit of issues in the start, but it seems like we're working through it.
I guess like once like the first heat got over and done with, I say it ran quite smoothly. The broadcasting's been quite well fantastic because I've been enjoying watching it while not racing or like not testing. And just in general, like it's just the commentary, it makes it feel more alive, and it's not just like one of them normal race events you just do every now and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Archie, thank you for joining us in the commentary booth. We are looking forward to see you tomorrow, and your team. Well, definitely, I believe most of them will make it through, at least in the top 18 or the first 18, and then if not, Last Chance Qualifiers is on offer as well. So yeah, thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Right, guys, that was Archie Heron, Heat 6 winner and team principal of Archie Heron Developments. We're going to pull in Leon Rullet from CV Performance Esports. Hi there, Leon.
Good morning.
Welcome in the good morning.
Good morning.
In the commentary booth. Good race. It seems like we've seen some team play happening there, with Benjamin in the last lap, essentially letting you by and then opening the gap between yourself and Aaron Weeder because you had a little bit of a time penalty. Was there team orders? I mean, I don't think you guys were talking to each other. Maybe he was just very aware of what's happening on track.
Well, obviously, we can't talk to each other. It's just the boys. We are watching each other when we, don't have, or aren't driving at the moment. Watching the live stream, sort of okay, figuring out tactics, and I mean, it was quite obvious. My first heat was terrible. I had to retire, and then this was the best decision to still get me into the final somehow. So Benjamin, out of his own, basically decided to let me by. He saw that I had I think 1 or 2 second time penalty, and he did an amazing job in blocking. I think Aaron Weeder it was. I didn't even expect me to be ahead of him, but we had to work out. Sorry, we had to like work out a tactic because obviously I think it's quite clear we've been driven quite dirty at this point at few heats. So in order to still get a good position at this point, we had to change our strategy at some point.
Yeah, and one question that I also had is, well, more of a compliment. Your team has really been performing tonight when it comes to getting those qualifying laps out there. Benjamin was Van Hees, and Lindelof as well, very quick. So CV Performance Esports really been represented very well. Your setup's clearly working. Guys really put in some time getting those setups dialed in. So yeah, congratulations from my side. Maybe you can just tell us what you think of the event so far, and what do you think of this track? Seeing it's a little bit different compared to what you guys are used to.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, the boys all have done a great job in the setups and teamwork, and Jonathan absolutely astonishing. His qualifying pace is on fire. Yeah, a little bit of luck missing. For sure, we would have been up there, but yeah, the event is run really nice. I really like the track. Quite challenging, obviously, with like a lot of elevation changes. But yeah, it's a very interesting track, very fast, and also quite hard to be consistent. But you know, if you are at this point where yeah, your lap times only are slightly off, hundreds of laps, hundreds of seconds, then yeah, it kind of gives you this adrenaline kick to just always find a way to be faster. So it's a really fascinating track. I really enjoy it, and I think the guys on my team do enjoy it as well. So yeah, massive compliments on the track.
Thank you so much for that, Leon. Guys, this was Leon Rowlett from CV Performance. I don't know if anybody else in the commentary booth maybe will have a question for Leon, Jacob, Austin.
How are you so fast? What's your secret?
Dedication, perfection, and no, I don't know. It's once I start liking a track, I also start adapting my setup to my liking, and then I don't know. It's just one after another. I can't really say much.
Let's be honest, Leon. Dedication and perfection is the German way.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely.
All right. That's guys, Leon Rowlett from CV Performance Esports. So we're looking forward to seeing him and his team represent tomorrow. I believe most of them would be in the final, the main event. If not, they will also join us in the Last Chance Qualifier for that last 6 slots. Yeah, thank you, Leon, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
It's honestly
Right,
astonishing how quick they all are. I mean, the consistency at a track this long. I mean, what is it? 1 minute, 3 seconds to be within a tenth or two every single lap. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really good to watch. Sorry to bump in there, but I think yeah, some issues on the Clarkin side for myself at the beginning, but it kind of ironed out. And honestly, some of those heats, I was sat on the edge of my chair, just laser eyes on it. It was brilliant just to see 4 or 5 carts going to one corner and all make it out alive just about, and then squabbling and battling everywhere. Honestly, it was really good to watch. Massive smile on my face. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Now there are some issues that need ironing out. I'm gonna have to go through, same with all of us, we're gonna have to go through and review a couple of incidents, but I really think tomorrow's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I've definitely got a bit of a buzz after tonight. I think couple issues that obviously need sorting out, but once they're ironed out, then I think we've really got a good event on our hands tomorrow, and definitely a spectacle to watch.
Yep, I definitely agree. From my side, guys, it was fantastic. Yes, we had some issues we had to iron out. Like I said, it's the first time for us running this, event on a global scale. We'll definitely iron out issues. Tomorrow is going to be the main event. Hopefully, we don't run into the same problems we had. It will be a last chance qualifier. It will be a pre-final and a final. Jacob, am I correct in saying that how you are placed tonight is how you will start the main event tomorrow?
Yeah, so the top, actually, I can pull up the exact timings, but the top 18 will qualify straight into the pre-final. Out of the point scorers from tonight. So the points will be added up, penalties calculated, people will be dropped, people get their nose cones, etc. After all of that's been calculated, we'll then get a graph of who scored the most points, who scored the least. Top 16 scores straight into the pre-final. Remaining, literally everybody else, plus any kind of people come in who didn't score any points and can kind of come in as we let them, first come, first serve. We'll have a big last chance, complete mayhem. Whoever gets through into the top 6 will be going into that final. So that will be either a horrible race to watch or an amazing race to watch, but it will definitely have chaos. That will be all or nothing for the top 6 positions. And in the top 6 of the last chance, I will review any drop downs. I will review any kind of major penalties, so there may be a little bit of a delay, just to make sure those top 6 people are fully deserving. And then those top 6 that are kind of deserving and should have those positions will get put straight into the pre-final. And then The pre-final grid will be determined off of the bottom 6 positions will be determined from your last chance results, and then the top 18 positions will be determined by your heat points results. And in that grid, after we set it up and we get everyone out racing, which hopefully it shouldn't take too long, because organising that grid is going to be an absolute nightmare. And if you have to do 2 or 3 videos, I'm going to be very happy. But then that pre-final grid will then determine your grid for the main final, the main event. That'll be what everyone's watching, and that's going to be absolutely brilliant to watch. Once we've filtered out all of the bandits, they're all gone. We just have 24 clean, fast drivers, several teams, several nations. Formula K, I mean, it's an amazing track, but like world standard, world class. That's the word for it, world class. And yeah, honestly, I've got a smile on my face just thinking about it. It's going to be a pain to manage, but watching it back, I'm going to be very entertained, and everyone else who's watching it live with no stress, I envy you, because that's going to be brilliant to watch.
Thank you for explaining, Jacob. For me, it's today already. The race today. It's after midnight. But yeah, guys, this was a fantastic race. Or 6 heats. There was a lot of carnage. There was fantastic racing. Really, really close battles up front. There's definitely, in my opinion, some favorites for tomorrow. And if I have to call it, well, I almost want to say it's almost definitely going to be between Archie Developments and CV Performance, but there is definitely a couple dark horses that I can think of that will pull through. Somebody like Lucas Sturman, John Henry Vaughan at missed driver's briefing from Angry Racing. Will probably get into that last chance qualifiers very quick. Kazoo Racing, John Wilson was up there most of the times, so there's going to be some entertaining racing tomorrow. That's for sure. 3 total races. Last chance qualifier, pre-final, final, and we'll have a virtual world champion. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, or for the South Africans, we'll see you tonight. Sleep well, enjoy your day, get rested. The competitors, get your mindset ready. This is going to be the epic event that we've all been waiting for. And Jacob, good luck on reviewing all the incidents. And please don't bother me before 8 o'clock tomorrow. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Final closing thoughts, Austin?
Just a good day all round. A few little hiccups near the start, but all if not, turned out. I'm just kind of glad to be here. Cheers for having me.
Fantastic, guys. We will close the stream off now. I believe we will. All the results, or the final results, will be made public tomorrow during the course of the day, and we'll chat to you guys then.
Hasta la vista.
Yes, guys.